in front of me. People I meet, laughter I seek, friendships forming as we go. When we talk and confide, those feelings inside turn to joy in thoughts that flow from my mind as I find something more in these friends that I adore. Still each and every day, wish that I could get away from the yearning and be who I'll be, finding myself finally free. I'm just yearning so that I can see that maybe what I need I'm finding in front of thickened linen and broken limbs, and even times of trial. As we grow close, what helps the most is when I see you smile. Yeah, I love to see you smile. Yearning to be who I'll be, finding myself finally free. I'm just yearning, but now I can see that all this time you've been there for me. Yearning to be who I'll be, finding myself finally free. I'm just yearning so that I can see that maybe what I needed was you here in front of me. Standing in front of me. People I meet, laughter I seek, friendships forming as we go. When we talk and confide, those feelings inside turn to joy in thoughts that flow from my mind as I find something more in these friends that I adore. Still each and every finding in front of thickened linen and broken limbs, and even times of trial. As we grow close, what helps the most is when I see you smile. Yeah, I love to see you smile. Yearning to be who I'll be, finding myself finally free. I'm just yearning, but now I can see that all this time you've been there for me.
Okay. Whoa, that is way loud. um, as much as I enjoy the Yearning song, I do think we're probably at a point where we're about to start. Yes, I need to just get myself a touch more situated, but I think I'm gonna cut off these last 2.5 minutes. Yes. There we go. There I am. There's my beautiful face. Yes. And I'm gonna adjust in my chair. Oh. Hello, everybody. How we all doing today? Yeah. Welcome on in. Um, I am. Oh, there we are. I am all over the place. I just got off work, as I do every Tuesday. Um, yeah, but today I actually had like a full schedule. I'm hoping this is an upward trend that I'm noticing in my schedule being filled at work, because yeah, sometimes I legitimately make more money doing this than I do at the healthcare job that I've been in for 10 plus years. So, not that that's a bad thing, and I'm very, blessed or whatever, um, to be able to do that. But yeah, it's definitely. Ooh, come on. Madeline just let Merlin out, and I didn't see him, so I just like cracked the door open, and then he just like pawed his way inside. But yes, hi, buddy. So we got Merlin in with us today, which is also not unusual. But yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I'm very lucky that I do sometimes make more money doing this than at my healthcare profession, but also, like, it gets me. It gets me especially because people really can't decide where he wants to be. Especially because people talk about how, oh, nobody wants to work anymore, yada yada. It's like, no, people want to work. People want to work. People don't want to work for nothing. People don't want to not make any money at their jobs. If they can make more money, playing video games, talking to people, then, why am I gonna break my back at a job literally? At a job that doesn't seem to value me the same way. So, but anyways, it's enough ranting from me. What are we doing today? Today we are doing more yearning. Yeah, I know last week we kind of got derailed. If you saw the what was it? The backyard? No, that's not what it's called. Grounded. The Grounded game that we played last Thursday. That was clearly not Error 143. We will be playing that this Thursday. I actually originally had this Thursday slated to be Emily is Away. But we can move that because I don't have a game scheduled for next Tuesday, provided that this doesn't get done today. If this does end today, then we'll probably end up playing Emily is Away on Tuesday instead, and then Error 143 obviously this Thursday. But yeah, so that's sort of what's coming down the pike. Yeah, no, we had that last minute game of Grounded because the elusive Mad, who is my roommate, she was part of the uh, early access creator program for Nightingale, which did release today. So actually, right now, she's been doing like an all-day stream of Nightingale. She is actually currently streaming with Idorios I. So once we're all finished up here, we actually all should head over there and see just how far they got. It looks like a very fun game. I do plan on getting it at some point. It seems like a game for the very well read, which I am. And yeah, so, but with that, let's actually go ahead and get into today's game and pick up where we left off. So I'm first gonna open up the load screen. All right. So we're on Monday, September 25th, 2006. I'm gonna go ahead and switch it over to the actual game now. And I was not sure that it would actually pull it up, which it did this last week to us. That's right, it did this last week to us. That's right. That's how we had to do it. We didn't have the live game. We had a window capture on it. So this, I believe, is everything that we need to see. Yep, all the way up to that. Cool, cool, cool. We can actually probably enlarge it just a smidge. I can probably bring in the sides just a little bit here. Guess who has pink eye? I'm dying inside. Oh no, Lord Glitch. I'm gonna go out on a limb and assume that you have pink eye. Very unfortunate. I'm sorry. I've had pink eye. I think eh, I can remember myself having pink eye like once, and then I know that I've had it as a child, so I'm gonna say like twice. I've had it twice, but that probably isn't correct. I've probably had it more than that, especially because like I wear contacts and stuff. So you know, that's always super fun having to take care of your eyes when you're actively putting things in and taking them out. So I'm sorry, that blows though. How are you doing today? You got any of those great jokes for us today? Is Lord Demon Cat in? How about Gizmo? I was just talking about work nonsense. Okay, hi. And the fact that Merlin can't decide where he wants to be. Um, yeah, also, how dare you unalive that poor old lady? What can I say? It was almost too easy. She bought that I was her grandson, you know. Actually, I think we have a suck up video coming out this week. Oh yeah, one sec. Sick. Yeah, I think on Sunday we have a suck up video coming out. And provided that it's still happening, I think suck up had like a Valentine's Day update. So I'm gonna see if I can still participate in that. They might have already like taken it off, but it looked cool. She was blind, blind, I say. Why are you not working? Refresh. I saw your comment come up on my quality control screen, but not on OBS. Weird. I wonder why that happened. She's blind, blind, I say. No, it's that I was adorable. That I was adorable, and you would, if you're above the age of 65, then any adorable child that comes to your house is instantly your grandchild. So, that was what happened there. What did the horse say after it tripped? Um, I want to say something to the effect of, nay, I can't. It went. I'm going to have issues with OBS tonight. I can already tell. What did the horse say? As I finish, I promise I'm actually doing things still. I'm trying to fix things, which is why I haven't actually started the game. Because OBS is being a butt as always and not working again. All right. Well, anyways, while we wait for Lord Glitch to tell us what the horse said after it tripped, we are gonna go ahead and actually jump on back into the game. So Monday, September 25th, 2006. I do not remember where we last left off. You take your calc and physics exams on Monday and Tuesday. Help, I have fallen and I can't giddy up. That's funny. I like that one. Physics was never your best subject, and you find yourself wishing you had studied a lot more. Even calculus ended up being a challenge. You're pretty sure you failed both exams. Ow! We actually studied though. Your parents called Tuesday night, and you managed to get them off the phone after only an hour. Also, my birthday. Uh, uh, also, my birthday has on the 14th. I am happy. I think I read that wrong, or one of us had a stroke. My birthday has on the 14th. I am happy. Your birthday was on the 14th? I feel like I remember that because I feel like I told you that I told you belated happy birthday. Or am I incorrect in that? Am I misconstruing things? Was. My birthday was on the 14th. I am happy. Oh yay. Another year behind you, another year ahead of you, depending on how you look at it. If you're a glass half full, half empty person. Very exciting. Did you do anything fun for it? Ugh, eyes. Golly, Miss Molly. Your parents called on Tuesday night and you managed to get them off the phone after only an hour. Also, why is my mouse not working tonight? You contact James during the week, but he's always busy with rehearsals. Apparently, his show opens on Saturday. Oh my goodness, that reminded me. I'm the one that had a stroke. No, it's fine. I should have replaced words because you literally missed one letter. No, that whole uh his show is on Saturday thing. That reminds me, I totally forgot that this is news that I have. The Elusive Mad and I are starting improv on Wednesday, which is very fun. It will mean that she has to change her schedule around, but I'm actually wicked excited for that. Also, guess who fell asleep last stream again? Oh yeah, I did go out for dinner. I figured about this about the stream. Which believe me, you didn't miss anything. My game was like glitching out so bad. It's such a bad VOD. Like, eh, eh. It's like that whole stream was just cringy. Like, believe me, you're not missing out on anything. But that's fun. Where'd you go out to eat? You attempt to buy tickets but find they're already sold out. You message Dan during the week. You decline his offer to meet up, but you still find the conversation interesting. You start to feel like you've misjudged him until he propositions you again. You decline. Carlos continues to be frustrated with his cast and inability to swim. You try to join for dinner on Wednesday, but decide to spend the evening doing homework instead. You spend most of the week doing homework, unfortunately having to pass up a game of Power Grid on Thursday. Wow, this is just like a crap week for me, I guess. Adam finishes his paper and takes a couple of exams on Thursday. You can tell he feels like he did well on them. He apologizes for being so busy with work recently, but promises you'll do things together again. Friday, September 29th, 2006. You walk out of your calc lecture on Friday to see the trees starting to change color. You find yourself anticipating seeing the bright reds and oranges of fall here. You head back to your room to see what people are up to. You unlock your computer. You have some messages from Nick. Hi, Patrick. Hannah and Jake are busy. Dinner and game? You're ahead enough on homework that you could probably take the evening off. Do homework, play game with Nikki. See what Dan is up to. I could probably play a game with Nick. I understand that homework is important, and especially like your first year of college, you really do kind of need to like buckle down and get into the groove of things. Um, Depending on the college that you go to, that's actually not like a for sure thing. But a lot of colleges like the experience of going. So I think I'm gonna play games with Nick, but I also kind of want to see what Dan's up to. I went to a KFC. I'm broke. Oh, me too. Yeah, no. I'm trying to think. Yeah, we went out for the first time in like a month the other day, and it was to like a 50s diner. Do your homework. Seriously, you want me to do the homework? You don't want to play a game with Nick or see if maybe something happens with Dan because he's been wanting to meet up? You'd rather us do homework? I Glitch, I'm not sure that you have all of your priorities straight. I remember my days in college, and I feel like I literally spent like the bare minimum time doing homework. Just because I was like, eh, you know, I felt like a majority of classwork and stuff was I don't know, was just doing was going to class essentially, going to class and doing papers. The rest of like busy work, homework and stuff, I was like, who cares? And I have a degree, so Hmm. Seeing the do homework. I'll give you my cats if you do homework, sir. I watch YouTube for a living. Okay, we'll do homework. You spend the evening doing homework. Before you know it, it's dark and you realize you should get food. You end up at the buffet. To your surprise, you find James there. Oh my goodness, this was actually a great idea. Thank you. Sitting at a table by himself, his plate seems mostly untouched. He notices you and nods at you. You sit at his table. Hi. Not at rehearsal? How are you? Not at rehearsal? Short dinner break. Need to return soon. He looks down at his plate. Not sure this is food. Should have gotten sandwich. He gets up and grabs his bag. See you around. He leaves, dumping the rest of his plate in the garbage. Never mind, this sucked. Is it KFC? Because KFC is not food. Actually, I was gonna. Interesting discussion. I don't eat KFC because, like, pescatarian, which you can eat chicken as pescatarian, but I just don't really. Um, but my roommate was talking about how yeah, there's like a debate between who has a better chicken sandwich, I think, like KFC or Chick-fil-A, and on top of all the other problematic stuff with Chick-fil-A, she was like, Chick-fil-A's sandwich is always moist and disgusting and soggy, so KFC all the way. Which I have eaten with people that have eaten at both places, and I will say that anytime that someone is around me with KFC, that smells and looks better than Chick-fil-A. KFC sponsor me. You quickly finish your food. The quality somehow is worse than usual, and you don't blame James for not eating much of it. What is wrong with me? Like what this is just a bad week. Afterward, you head back to your room. Adam's there when you get back, listening to music with headphones on. You unlock your computer. Patrick, how was your day? Your day, not how was your day. Damn it, I thought I had it right. You spend some time talking to her before noticing Adam getting ready for bed. You decide that's probably a good idea for you as well. Saturday, September 30th, 2006. You wake up early Saturday. The sun's barely in the sky. You roll out of bed and unlock your computer. Surprisingly, you have messages from Dan. Hey, Patrick. Just wanted to say sorry I keep bothering you. I know I come on strong and I know you're not interested, so I'll leave you alone. But send me a message sometime if that ever changes. Dan! It's not that I'm not interested. I'm just. Mistakes. All the mistakes. I was watching a video and a chicken eat a KFC. Oh no, that's not good. That's not good. I don't support that. Also, I realize that I may have cut this down a little too much. There we go. That's better. I'll move that down. Perfect. That's awfully nice of him. Adam rolls over and opens his eyes. Good morning, Patrick. There's a knock at the door and you open it. Good morning, Patrick, Chico. Adam yawns. Dude, what time is it? Carlos shrugs. Breakfast and running time? Adam sighs, but doesn't protest and quickly gets dressed. You coming, Patrick? I didn't realize I was invited. Carlos laughs. Dude, Patrick, you're always invited. Go to breakfast with them, try to sync up with Jake Hannah, change things with Dan, stick around your room and do homework. What do I do? I kind of want to go to breakfast with them because I'm like, I know that last week when we played, I was like hard macking on Carlos, and he seems to be mostly better now. But also, I feel bad. I feel like that message from Dan was really nice, but also I'm like, well, I don't want to close that option. But I also, if I don't make decisions like pursuing people, but also I'm pursuing people that I only know to be straight, which is an issue. I know, I was just sitting there shocked. Homework. I did homework last night. I did homework last night. Actually, you need food. IRL, I need food. But okay, we'll go to breakfast with them then. Oh no. Are things not working? Oh, maybe you guys could have seen it. I didn't notice. I just got to notice that the elusive Matt started up Nightingale again, which I'm hoping that things are going okay. Um, like I said at the very beginning of my stream, it's like opening day for Nightingale, and so I'm sure that it everybody is like overloading the servers. They had a really good stress test, but I don't think that stress tests ever actually tell you anything. That sounds fun actually. You head out the door with them. You go to the yard and get a pancake pizza. Carlos insists on jalapenos, even though Adam says they don't go with bacon. You and Adam both veto the pineapple. Agreed. So, running after this? Dude, we're going to be full of food. All the better for burning it off. All the better for projectile vomiting. Or appendicitis. You're not supposed to exercise so soon after eating. Well, excuse me, el doctor. Quiero correr, necesito correr porque no puedo nadar. So sorry for everybody that had to hear me say that. Don't know what it was. Speaking of food, I need coffee, BRB. That I do have covered. Adam sighs. Let's walk around a bit after breakfast, at least at first. Soon you finish eating. Let me get this. Santa. Let me get this. I'm happy to get it, dude. Actually, Carlos here should get it for dragging us out so early. I can get it. You grab the bill and it arrives over their protests. I love doing that to people. I love, like, paying for things when nobody is expecting it of me. Well, thank you, Patrick. Should we head out and walk for a bit? Carlos reluctantly joins the two of you for a walk around campus. At least we can still do this. Soon it'll be too cold. I don't know, it feels kind of cold now. It's not even October. Well, excuse me, Mr. California. Dude, you're from Costa Rica. Does it even go below like 60 degrees there? I hope you mean Fahrenheit, but no, not really. Fair enough. But you're right, it is a little chilly. He folds his arms in front of himself. The three of you walk around campus for a bit. Chico, I need to run. It's too cold for this. Fine, but if your appendix bursts, if our appendix is burst, I'm blaming you. Run with them, go back to your room and do work. Run with them. Sounds good to me. Did my voice just crack? I also noticed that my head is being cut off. Professional streamer things. Insane that I still make errors like that, and I still have days where this is more lucrative than my medical job. The three of you run around campus for a bit. Adam is faster than you and Carlos, and keeps having to circle back for the two of you. Too slow, dude. Shut up, Chico. You eventually make a stop for water, but sit on a bench, panting. Adam sits next to you. I'm impressed, Patrick. Carlos sits next to you and throws his arms over your shoulders. It's sweaty, and you're sweaty, but it still feels good. Yeah, Patrick sure can run. Slow, deep breaths if you can. Also, walk around a bit instead of stopping immediately like that. Oh. Good to know, actually. Is his arm broken? Oh, yeah, that's right. You fell asleep by that point. Yeah, no, I went to the frat house to try and see if Carlos wanted to hang out, and he was playing Shirts versus Skins basketball, and he tried to do like a dunk, and instead like face planted it on the concrete. And so I like wrapped his arm. We had dinner, and then it turned out that his arm was broken and he had a concussion. So yeah, I made bad choices. But yes, so that's what's up there. You get up and walk in circles with Carlos while Carlos watches. I think I'm actually going to hit the gym. Nah, dude, now it's time for sleep. Adam shakes his head. I'll never understand you, dude. Adam heads towards the student center and Carlos heads back towards the house. You found a collectible appendix sticker! A sticker of a cartoon appendix with eyes and a mouth. It's creepy. Le gasp. The homework! Sounds fun. You consider your lunch options. Go to the buffet, grab a burger, grab a sandwich, and work. I know you keep telling me work. I know you keep telling me work because we just had a terrible week. But if I go to the buffet, I probably will run into our gaming friends. If I go grab a burger, I'm actually not sure who I would run into there. Maybe Dan? If I grab a sandwich, I might run into James. You quickly grab a sandwich and return to your room to get some work done. Never mind. You spend the afternoon finishing up a paper for history. Adam returns partway through the afternoon. You spend the rest of the afternoon playing Tetranet with him. He eventually has to leave for an appointment, and you consider your dinner options. You head to the buffet and grab an empty table and start eating. Nick, Jake, and Hannah walk in and spot you. Hey, Patrick! They grab plates of food and join you. Nice coincidence meeting you here. Jake, what is that? Jake is eating what looks like a large glob of neon green and orange cream. I don't know. It's good, though. Is that the thing labeled blueberry custard crumble? Probably. That doesn't look like food, man. Also, isn't that dessert? Jake shrugs. It's good. Hannah shakes her head. Anyway. You finish your food and all head back to your rooms. Adam's back listening to music and reading something that doesn't seem to be a textbook. He nods at you when you enter. You unlock your computer. James doesn't appear to be online, which doesn't surprise you when you remember there's an evening show as well tonight. You talk to Janet. So how was your friend's show? Didn't go, couldn't get tickets. Oh, that's sad. How was your day then? She tells you that she's talked to Lisa about Tom and that Lisa has given her blessing. Good. So what's the problem? Ask him out. I'm scared, Patrick. What if he says no? Then he says no. Better than sitting around waiting. Like you're doing. You're. And I'm not sitting around waiting. Sure, you're not. You talk some more before deciding it's time for bed. Adam takes off his headphones when he notices you getting changed. Bed? I think so. I'm just gonna finish this chapter. It's been a while since I've just read for fun. He turns on his desk light. But good night. You crawl into bed and quickly fall asleep. You can set a plate of anything in front of me and I'll probably eat it, food or not. I'm not sure that that's a heck of a positive thing, but it's definitely something that you and Jake have in common. Also, welcome in, everybody. Oh my god. Made it. Madeline, you are streaming right now. Thank you for coming in, but you are streaming right now. You're streaming Nightingale, which I have promoted several times on this stream, just so you know. I saw you were live and YouTube was promoting Thursdays and not this one. Why? 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 That was literally me, like, the first couple minutes I was talking about how, like, the Thursday one was garbage for my channel because the game kept glitching out, and then I also had that embarrassing snafu at the end. All hail crazy cat lady, Janet. But yes, Matt, are you still streaming though? Are you still streaming Nightingale? Or did you end? We think the game servers may have died. Okay, I saw that you guys were like opening and closing the game multiple times. So I was kind of assuming no, the network is down. Yeah, I was kind of assuming that it probably crashed. In spite of their like great stress test. So I'm sorry. Oh, well, it looks like Digi's also playing Forza Horizon 5. You guys wanted to do that too. Well, boo, I'm sorry that that happened, but you are here. So, yay. Welcome in. All you missed so far is that we failed our calculus and physics exams, and Dan is no longer interested in banging. So, yeah. And I got an appendix sticker. Sunday, October 1st, 2006. You wake up a little later Sunday morning than Saturday. Adam's still asleep, snoring softly in his bed. You quietly roll out of bed and unlock your computer. Janet seems to be offline. Vaguely wonder if she's going to ask Tom out today. You consider your options for the day. You can play Jane. Wow. I wonder where my brain is headed. You can play games with Jake, Hannah, and Nick. James is probably busy all day with his show. Probably. You can see if Carlos is free for something. You could also wait for Adam to wake up and see if he's free. See if Jake, Hannah, and Nick are free for games. Try to find Carlos. Wait for Adam to wake up. Do homework. Wow, Pat. What? I also talked about the fact that you and I are going to be doing improv soon, starting on Wednesday, if we're signed up, which I don't know that we are. But yeah. Let's try and find Carlos. He's usually up early. I get dressed and head to the house to find Carlos. The front door of the house is open when you get there. You knock, but no one answers. Go in and find Carlos. Go home and do homework. You walk into the building. Elliot has passed out in the entryway, the scent of alcohol around him. Seems to be breathing, though. Okay, good. You make your way to the common room. The common room is filled with people, men and women in various states of undress. They all seem to be either asleep or passed out. The stench of vomit and alcohol fills the air. It was a rager. Get your coffee, $28 for a coffee. Okay, but seriously. I'll stick to the coffee that I last minute made right before getting on. You look around, but you don't see Carlos. You do see more of Lee and Ashley than you ever needed to, though. You head back outside and over to the basketball court. Carlos is there shooting a basketball with one arm. It doesn't seem to be going very well. He looks surprised to see you. Hey, Patrick. What are you doing here? What happened here? I'm surprised you're not passed out, too. What happened here? He shrugs. Had a party last night. It went pretty well from the looks of things. You mean you weren't there? This is pretty well. This is pretty well. Patrick, if no one was passed out this morning, it would have been a terrible party. Although I admit I'm surprised at the number of people here. So, what are you doing here? I was looking for you. Well, here I am. I was gonna get some breakfast. I think Chef is passed out somewhere too. You should join me. The two of you head to the yard. Pancake pizzas are the pancake pizzas are the best thing. I don't know why other places don't have them. So, pineapple jalapeno? You decline the pineapple jalapeno, and he instead orders a sausage and bacon pancake pizza. So you're up early. I woke up early and couldn't fall back asleep. I guess. Woke up early, couldn't fall back asleep. Patrick, when that happens, you just lie there. Better to try to sleep than to be up. Weren't you up really early yesterday? He shrugs. I had to clear my head, and now it's clear. I have a new cat. I have a new cat one. Pet equals I have a new cat. One pet equals one coffee. By that logic, I need at least 3 then. Which I'm not opposed to at this point. I am very tired from work still. The food soon arrives. The two of you eat in silence. He pays when the bill comes. I should probably get back to the house. Some of the guys are probably up by now, and we have to clean. But good to have breakfast with you. He heads back to the house, and you head back to your room. Adam is awake when you return, working on some homework. Hey, Patrick. I'm probably just doing homework this morning, but you're welcome to join me for lunch at the house. Assuming the house is still there. I think they had a party last night. Go to the house for lunch, get lunch on your own. Let's go to the house for lunch. Why not? That sounds good. Awesome. You spend the rest of the morning doing physics. Soon Adam stretches and looks at you. Ready for lunch? The two of you head to the frat house. The house smells like bleach and cleaner when you enter. You find it a distinct improvement from the scent of alcohol from earlier this morning. Hey, Adam. He throws Adam a brush. You and Patrick can go scrub the dining room. Dude, this place is disgusting. Steve shrugs. Successful party last night. You follow Adam to the dining room. The room is in worse shape than the common room was this morning. At least there aren't any passed out people here anymore. Adam sighs. I'm getting too old for this. Dude, you're like what, 21? I hope no one died last night from alcohol poisoning. Carlos walks into the room carrying a mop and bucket. Hey, Chico. Dude, how can you stand this? Carlos shrugs. Duty calls. I'm also tired from work. They're trying to hide a murder scene. Scene. I mean, honestly, some parties kind of look that way. After a while. And boo on tired from workiness. Wait, didn't you just say you watch YouTube for a living? You can't go back on that. He starts mopping the floor. Dude, we have to clean the tables first, or you're just gonna have to mop again. Right. He grabs a brush from the corner. Patrick, you probably want to get lunch elsewhere. You really shouldn't help with this mess. And it doesn't look like this is going to be finished anytime soon. Found a collectible scrubbing brush. A yellowed scrubbing brush that smells strongly of vomit and alcohol. Yum. You decide to head to the buffet for lunch. Hannah, Nick, and Jake are already there. Hey, Patrick. You sit with them. So what are our afternoon plans? I should probably do some homework. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Yeah, stupid responsibility. We should go work together in the library. I could do that. Work on your own study with them. Go find Adam and Carlos. I'll study with them, sure. That sounds good. You finish eating and leave to grab work from your room. Adam isn't there when you arrive, so you grab some books and papers and head to the library. You meet them at the library and set up your work. You spend the afternoon doing physics and calc problems. The company is nice, though. Nick runs and grabs sandwiches for everyone, and you work through dinner. You manage to get quite a bit done. You found a collectible. Calculus notes, page 2. How many calculus notes do I have, actually? Holy McMoly. There's 333 collectibles. Oh my gosh. Oh, programming notes, page 1 and 4. Calculus, page 2. Have I not done any more? Okay, crazy. Okay. Soon it's dark outside, and you all head back to your rooms. Adam is there when you return, leaning back in his chair and listening to music. He looks stressed and tired. He nods at you when you enter, before closing his eyes again. You unlock your computer. Patrick asked Tom out, and he said yes, and we're going on a date tomorrow. That's awesome. I'm happy for you. So how was your day? You talk to her for a while until Adam pulls off his headphones. I he shakes his head. I'm sorry, I'm just really tired. Cleaning up vomit all day is not my idea of a good time. I'm just going to go to bed. He goes to bed and you wish Janet good night as well. Sleep comes easily. Yeah, that's what I mean. Watching YouTube, so tiring. I mean, depending on what you're watching, it can be. Monday, October 2nd. Monday starts off uneventfully. You sit in your programming lecture with Hannah, Jake, and Nick and watch Professor Lee talk about sorting. At the end, Jake quickly leaves without saying anything to you. Hey, Nick, Patrick? Yeah? Are you doing anything tonight? Homework, why? Same, just homework. She nods. Jake wants to talk to the two of you after classes in the grassy area. Oh God, is Jake okay? That works for me. I'll be there. Good. Thanks, Patrick. Nick. The rest of the day proceeds quickly, and soon you find yourself meeting up with Hannah and Jake. Jake looks like he's shaking. Are you okay, buddy? Hey, Patrick. Are you okay, Jake? Yeah, thanks. Nick soon arrives. Hey, sorry I'm a little late. Got caught up at the end of class. He looks at Jake. Jake, are you okay, man? Jake looks at him. I have to go. He turns to leave. Jacob John Jacobson. His name is Jacob John Jacobson. Well, his parents didn't like him. Oh, that's not my name. I know, but I don't know your real name. I do that as well. Natasitz. Okay then. Natasitz John Jacobson. Close enough. You're not leaving here until you say what you were going to say. If you don't, I will, and I don't think you're going to like that very much. Okay. He takes a deep breath. I. He stares at the ground. Jake, it's fine, seriously. You're not failing your classes or something, right? No, I'm not failing my classes. Shush! No, I. Like, men. There's silence. Oh my. I came home from the store, and the fridge was moved 2 inches, and the stove was moved, and I was like, my OCD can't with this right now, and left. Why was your furniture, like, appliances moved? Ugh. Okay, well that's cute. Jake came out to us, which is nice. Me too. Somehow expressing agreement was easier than actually saying the words. You can still feel your heart racing. Hannah stares at you. Nick starts laughing. Jake, dude, I thought you were gonna say you were dying or something. But, cool, I guess, for both of you. Jake visibly relaxes. As long as we're having a coming out party here, I should say, I'm straight! You notice Jake seems to be saddened by this. Oh no! Did he have a thing for Nick? Hannah laughs. Me too. Or I'm straight too. You found a collectible rainbow pencil. A pencil that's been ground down to a nub. So, thanks for coming, all. Really, though, happy for you both. Hannah and Nick leave to do homework. Jake sticks behind for a bit. Hey, awesome. So, I'll see you for games sometime. You bid him goodbye. Found a collectible silver pendant. a small silver D6 at the end of a metal necklace. You return to your room. Adam is there reading a textbook. He looks up at you as you enter. Hey, Patrick, is he getting more like stubble as the game progresses, or is it just like the color of the clothes that he's wearing? Remember the dude who gave me a rose? Yeah. Me and them live together. Yeah. Is this a new thing? Is this been a consistent thing? I'm unaware of your living in relationship status. I mean, I guess I'm aware of it now, kind of. But cute. And he just decided to move everything. I mean, same. I like rearranging. Unfortunately, we have too much stuff for me to rearrange constantly. Give me the pencil. Hey, Patrick. You unlock your computer. James seems to be online. Hey. Hey. Any plans? Tired from weekend. Sorry. Maybe some other night? Feel better. You have some messages from Janet. Patrick, date tonight. So nervous. He's going to love you. Don't be nervous. Also, I came out to Jake, Hannah, and Nick today. Congrats! Patrick, that's awesome. You talk to her for a while before she has to leave for her date. You spend the rest of the evening doing homework. You grab a sandwich for dinner and work on homework with Adam. Janet messages you later, telling you that the date went well and gushing about Tom. You're extremely happy for her. That's so exciting. We've lived together. Oh, cute. How long? I mean, not specifically how long have you like been living together, but that's cute. How long have you guys been together in courtship with one another? If I can ask. Or tell me to fork off. Whatever works. My OCD doesn't like moving things because then I can't find anything when I'm the one who moved it. You know? Fair. I get it. Kind of. I kind of get it. I like moving things constantly because I'm a menace to society and I like change. I feel like things are uncomfortable when they stay stagnant for too long. Soon you decide it's time for bed. You sleep well. Tuesday, October 3rd. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday fly by. Classes are uneventful. Janet continues gushing to you about Tom. They go on a second date on Thursday. You're extremely happy for her. You don't see Carlos much during the week, although he does stop by your room to drag Adam to dinner a couple of nights. You decline the invitation. The thought that the house could still smell like vomit turns your stomach. Jake, Hannah, and Nick unfortunately find their evenings filled with homework. Boo. The three of you manage to grab a quick dinner together on Wednesday. They say that you should play games with them on Friday. You message James to see if he's freed up now that his show has started. He mostly just seems tired instead and declines to meet up with you. Friday, October 6th. You head back to your room after classes. You unlock your computer. Patrick, date last night was amazing. How are you? Not bad. You talk to Janet for a bit before figuring you should get dinner. Like a few months. Okay, that's cute. That's neat. Was the living together thing before or after the like courtshipness? Not that there has to be like a definite timeline on stuff. I feel like some people just know that they're instantly compatible. I just feel like the living together thing for a few months or like the courtship thing for a few months might be one of those like set off things for most people where they're like, oh no, that's too quick. But not always my opinion. I have definitely clicked very well with people like quite instantly. Present boyfriend included in that before. Oh, cute. Okay. Well, that's neat then. I like that. I don't know many I guess that's not true. I know a couple people who have been like roommates and then turned into something more. You decide to go to the buffet. You look around a table, see Jake, Hannah, and Nick sitting at one. They wave at you and you join them. Hi, Patrick. This was a mistake. Why did I agree to this? How did you get me to agree to this? Jake laughs. But you like the buffet. Sometimes, when it actually serves food. I don't think Hawaiian pig roast night qualifies as food. But roast pig! That thing isn't pig, man. He stares at a large carcass rotting on a spit in the corner. I'm not even sure that's meat. Jake and Nick argue over the pig, and Hannah laughs, and you find yourself generally glad to have these people as friends. Genuinely. You finish eating and head back to your room. Adam's there working on some homework. You join him, spending the rest of the night doing homework. Adam eventually yawns and stands. Oh my goodness, his ripped clothes. Well, that was a productive night. Probably off to bed, though. You decide that's probably a good idea as well. You have your most restful night all week. Saturday, October 7th. You startle awake Saturday morning from a dream about Adam. He's sans clothes after a shower and making out with you. Oh my goodness. I guess I don't find him unattractive. It's still mostly dark outside. Adam snores softly from his bed. You lie there for a while staring at the ceiling, willing yourself to fall asleep again. Eventually, you succeed and drift back to sleep. Still Saturday, October 7th. When you wake up again, the sun is up and Adam is awake and doing homework at his desk. You roll out of bed and unlock your computer. Patrick, Tom and I are officially dating. What were you doing what you were doing before wasn't dating? You were going on dates, not dating. Well, congrats then. I'm happy for you. Your phone rings and you jump at the noise. It's your parents. Patrick, how have you been, sweetie? We haven't talked to you in a week. Did we wake you up? It's not that early, is it? And he's a couple hours ahead. So how are you doing? How are classes? Have you met a girl yet? For some reason, your heart drops the question. Jake's recent bravery makes you wonder if it's time to tell your parents. Not yet. Also, I have to tell you something. Not yet. Maybe sometime soon. Speak of him, I need to go tell him to feed the cats real quick. Oh. That reminds me. Dorian, if you're watching, can you feed the cats? Yeah, it's time for them to eat in 3 minutes. Back. So I am gonna do a different run through this game at some point, but I think this is as good a time as any to come out. Just sort of get on a roll with it. Also, there's a 50-50 chance that he'll chicken out halfway through, and it'll be like, this wasn't the time. Not yet. Also, I have to tell you something. Oh, did you notice what your... Honey, let him talk. Sorry, I just have a lot of... Patrick, what is it? You take a deep breath. Patrick, we love you. You can tell us anything. You're not failing your classes, are you? You need to study hot. Honey. Right, sorry. What is it, Patrick? You sit there, the words stuck in your throat. You didn't notice Adam and jump when his hand touches your back. He smiles at you and nods. Oh my god. A supportive friend, like literally right there. Mom, Dad, I'm gay. There's silence. You feel like Adam's hand on your back is the only thing keeping you grounded in reality. Well, then, have you met a guy yet? I bet there are some cute ones there. Honey! Sorry, I'd like to know what my boy is up to. You can practically see your dad shaking his head over the phone. Patrick, we love you. We'll always love you. You must look relieved or something because Adam smiles at you again and returns to his desk. Ah, such a good friend. I won't pretend I understand. Dear. Well, I don't. But that doesn't change the fact that you're our son and we'll always love you and support you. You feel a tear fall off your nose. You hadn't even realized you were crying. Ah, my heart. You laugh out of relief. I haven't met anyone yet, but I have a lot of good friends that have been supportive of me. That's good. So, Patrick, tell us about your calculus professor. Is he still bringing those ridiculous umbrellas to class? The conversation goes well from there, and soon your dad is dragging your mom off the phone. Bye, sweetie. Bye, Patrick. We love you. Tell your history prof. You sigh. It was quite a conversation. You feel an immense sense of relief as well. You found a collectible rainbow flag, a large rainbow flag for hanging or displaying. You unlocked an achievement, nothing but love. Adam turns to you grinning. Your parents sound like quite a handful. Also, sorry, I couldn't help but overhear. Congrats. It's a big step, dude. I bet it feels good. Yeah, friend, he's straight, and I don't like. It would be kind of nice if after like all these gestures that he's made and the way that we've grown our relationship, if he turns out to like be a boyfriend in the end. But also, it's way more realistic if like sometimes you just have good friends that you have a connection to that you could be attracted to in like a sexual way, and they don't feel it back to you. I've had many straight friends that were like good friends that I'm like, ah, but can you just not? Can you just not be? But totally more realistic. I told him to feed the babies. Thank you, Madeline. Oh, also the closet door is no more. What do you mean the closet door is no more? Oh, because I am in a closet. For a second, I thought you meant like my door had like swung open or something. But no, because he is no longer in the closet. Cute. Whereas I very much am. Physically, not emotionally or symbolically. He returns to his work and you return to your chat with Janet. Sorry, here. Parents just called. And I came out to them. Hmm? Patrick! I'm so happy. You talked to her for a bit before she excused herself to go shopping with Lisa. You consider your options for the day. Do homework, see if Jake, Hannah, and Nick want to play board games, see what Adam and Carlos are up to. Let's go play some games. I think that's also maybe information that we could share with Jake. Hey. Hey! Games? Yeah. Hannah and I were going to the student center. See you there soon? Sounds good. You quickly get dressed and say goodbye to Adam and head to the student center. Jake and Hannah are there with a bag of games at a square table. Hi, Patrick. Nick will be coming soon. What do you want to play? Nick isn't here. Set. The three of you play set for a bit. You feel like you're getting better at the game. Nick walks up. Hey, sorry I'm late. We just finished a round of set. Ah, well, good thing I was late then. So, game? Power grid. That sounds fun. Guys, Nick and Jake set up the game. You buy an expensive plant to start and get an early lead in money. Unfortunately, your turn order disadvantage means you also start in the expensive area of the board. Phase 2 soon starts. You have the opportunity to expand into a cheaper area of the map, but you should also improve your plants. Spend money on plants, spend money on cities. Let's spend money on the cities. You take advantage of the second phase to expand into cheaper cities. Unfortunately, you soon find yourself unable to power all of them. You wait for a better plant to come out. By the time one does, it's already phase 3. In the end, Jake wins by powering more cities than you. That was close. You started in the cheap part. Well, I was competing with Nick. Still, I think it worked out. You found collectible trash piece. Yeah, I was about to say. Also, anything from Sneaky Snitch? I haven't seen Sneaky Snitch since Sally Face. Unfortunately. Homework. What is set? Set? I'm actually not super sure. Let's see if we can find this out, actually. Set board game. Set is a real-time card game designed by Marcia Falcone in 1974 and published by Set Enterprises in 1991. The deck consists of 81 unique cards that vary in 4 features across 3 possibilities for each kind of feature. Number of shape, shape shading. Oh, number of shapes, shape shading, shape shading, and color. Each possible combination of features, i.e. a card with 3 striped green diamonds, appear on a card precisely once in the deck. You need to combine 3 cards to make a set. Oh, okay. That's cool. Okay, so from what I can tell, it's a card game where you either need to make a set based on certain criteria. So it either needs to be like in an order of like all the same color or all the same number or all the same shape, I think. So every 3 cards makes a set. So it's essentially how many different ways can you make these completely different cards from one another make a different kind of set. And there's apparently 1,080 unique sets that can be made. Neat. I did not know that. That sounds like actually kind of a fun game. Trash piece. A wooden hexagon piece painted yellow. It's supposed to be a container of garbage. Something else? Diamond. Yes! Mummies. Mommies. Grandmummies. My, look how you've grown. Growing snakes. Play it safe, take more risks. Let's take more risks this time. You push your luck in the game. You end up finding a good balance between risk and reward. Nick pushes his luck too far and dies in most of the rounds. In the end, you beat Jake by a few gems. Boom! That was close. Yeah, Nick, what was that? I wasn't expecting snakes. No one ever expects the Spanish snakequisition. That was a stretch. I think it's probably time for lunch. Buffet? If we must. The 4 of you head to the buffet. The lunch is surprisingly edible. Food! For once I agree with you, this is food. The pizza actually isn't burnt. She takes a bite. It's also not uncooked. What is happening to this place? Soon you finish eating. You found a collectible steak sticker. A sticker of a plate containing a large steak and baked potato. Okay. So, more games. Spend the afternoon doing homework. Play more board games. I know. I should do homework, but I'm going to play board games. More games sound fun. The 4 of you head back to the student center and set up the table. So what should we play? Bonanza, set, Thurn, and Taxis. Thurn and Taxis. That sounds fun. You've got mail. Ding! You really need a new line for this one. This is a game where everything's made up and the points don't matter. Next up, scenes from a hat. I'm Drew Carey. I don't care, E, because the points don't matter. Except I'm pretty sure the points do matter. Ding! You deliver mail for a while. Hannah manages to build an early route through most of the white cities. However, you pick up a bunch of length base points. You have an opportunity to end the game by obtaining the final carriage. You could also keep going and try to collect all the colors for more points. Oh, end the game now. Get a sure thing. You end the game. The extra point from ending the game puts you over the top, and you've beat Hannah by 1 point. Aww. That was pretty close. Wasn't expecting Patrick to end the game then. Never forget about that +2 scoring ability. Yeah. More. Bonanza. Yes. I like beans. You like food in general. I like food. Even red hot chili beans. Especially red hot chili beans. You plant beans for a while. It's your turn, and you're 1 black-eyed bean away from maxing out the category. Unfortunately, you'll be forced to plant a worthless garden bean during your next turn if you don't get rid of it first. Jake looks like he needs the garden, but it'll also be a lot of points for him if you trade. Try to trade the garden bean away, harvest the black-eyed beans now, then start them again next turn. Let's trade the garden. You managed to trade the garden bean with Jake in exchange for another black-eyed bean. You harvest your maxed out field. Unfortunately, Jake ends up beating you by a coin, thanks to your garden bean. Yay, thanks, Patrick. Shouldn't have traded, Patrick. You probably needed to get rid of it anyway. Burn it! Then no one can have it. It's probably dinner time. Burgers? It's too cold to eat outside. I can grab food and bring it back in here. That sounds good. Fries! Of course. If they're not horrible, get me some fries too. I trust your judgment. Fries! She looks at Jake. I don't trust your judgment. Fries! Nick leaves with your ID cards to buy dinner. I really should be doing homework. But games! But graduating! I don't think you ever need to worry about not graduating. This is probably true, but still. Nick returns with burgers and a single container of fries. Fries! Enjoy, man. What is that? Guess. The fries are green and purple. Eggplant? Spinach and blueberry? Jake tries one. Actually, that could be right. Kale and blackberry, actually. But that's surprisingly close. These are really good. I do enjoy kale. I enjoy kale if I haven't gorged myself on like junk food for a week. Yeah, I think kale fries actually might be a good thing. Hannah tries one. Actually, I don't really mind these. I probably wouldn't order them, but they're not as terrible as usual. Fries! The 3 of you eat quickly. You found a collectible fries sticker. A sticker featuring a generic container of french fries. Afterward, everyone leaves for their rooms to do homework. You head back to your room. Adam is there reading a book. You unlock your computer. Think I bought too much. Tom took both of us out for ice cream. It was really nice. I'm glad he and Lisa still get along. That's really good, yeah. I'm glad it's not awkward after all. Yeah. I was worried it would be weird. But everything seems to be fine. You talk to her for a bit and work on some calculus problems before deciding you should head to bed. Adam switches on his desk lamp when he sees you getting changed. Good night, Patrick. You fall asleep quickly. Sunday, October 8th. You wake up reasonably early Sunday morning. The sun is out and Adam's sitting at his desk reading. You roll out of bed and unlock your computer. Janet doesn't seem to be online yet, and James is also not online. You consider your options. Adam stands and grabs his gym bag. I think I'm heading to the library to get some work done, and then to the gym afterward. I'll see you this afternoon. Do homework, see what Carlos is up to, see what Jake, Hannah, and Nick are up to. I still want to see what Carlos is up to. Do you know what Carlos is up to? Probably either sleeping or running. Either way, they know at the house. Do homework, find Carlos. Go find Carlos. Adam heads out towards the library. You head to the house to see if you can find Carlos. You knock on the door. Carlos, dressed in an athletic shirt and shorts, opens up. Oh, hey, Patrick. I was just heading out for a run. Did you want to join? Run with Carlos. That sounds good. Oh, that sounds good. Great! You run with Carlos for a while around campus. You manage to mostly keep pace with him. You're getting faster, Patrick. Eventually, you stop at a water fountain and slow down to walking. I really miss swimming. Only a few more weeks, I guess. Anyways, this was nice, Patrick. I should probably go shower. Maybe I'll see you this afternoon? You head back towards the house and you consider lunch. You decide to grab a sandwich and take advantage of the unusually warm weather. You sit on the grass and eat your sandwich. Adam walks by with the sandwich and notices you. Hey! He sits next to you on the grass. Just finished up at the gym. Was just grabbing a sandwich and going back to study. Have a good morning? Yeah, it was nice. The two of you eat your sandwiches. It's so warm today, it's weird. Anyway, I should get to the library. See you later tonight. You head back to the library and he heads to the library and you head back to your room to see who's free. You unlock your computer. Hi, Patrick. Sick of work? Games? Play board games, do homework. I don't know. I want to play board games, but I also probably should do homework. Let's do homework. I doubt there's anything like progression-wise that playing games will do tonight. You spend the afternoon working on econ and physics homework. You get a good amount done despite the subject matter. Econ notes, page 3. Okay. Soon you start thinking about dinner. You decide to grab a burger and enjoy the unusually nice weather. The fries are pineapple and jalapeno. Of course they are. So we're going to run into Carlos now. You think that Adam and Carlos would really like the fries today, but you pass on them. You get a burger and sit on the grass eating it. Dan walks by and notices you. Oh my god, Dan! Hey, Patrick. He sits next to you. How have you been? Pretty good. That's good. We should have food sometime. Like a date? He laughs. You sound like James. No. You're still cute, and I'd still like to get to know you. Anyway, I need to get going, but enjoy your food. He leaves and you finish eating without further interruption. You head back to your room. Adam is there when you return, studying. Hey, Patrick. You unlock your computer. Patrick, I don't know what to do about Tom. I thought things were going well. They are. I don't know if I should sleep with him. Oh. Do what feels right. I don't know what that is. You spend some time talking to her. You're not sure your conversation really helps her, but she seems happy to just talk to you. Soon you figure it's time for bed. You sleep well that night. Monday, October 9th. Are we going to fly through the week? Yep, the next week flies by. You find out that you have midterms in most of your classes the following week. You're doing decently in your classes and would like to do well on these exams too. You spend most of your evening studying with Jake, Hannah, and Nick in Nick and Jake's room. You're so far ahead of your homework that you're really able to throw yourself into studying. Okay, good. So we do not need to do homework anymore from our options because we're so far ahead. You don't see much of Carlos or Adam. Apparently, Adam managed to convince Carlos to actually study for his exams as well. You see Liz B on Wednesday. Oh, cool! Manning a table for Q&A. You avoid her and, find out later October 11th is National Coming Out Day. Yeah, it is. You're not sure how you feel about that, but you find yourself relieved it wasn't Liz G or Dan by the table. Instead, yelling at everybody to be out and proud. You message James a few times during the week. He tells you he's busy with classes now, that his weekends are filled with shows. You don't manage to meet up during the week. Janet keeps you updated on her and Tom. Things seem to be going really well between the two of them, although they haven't slept together. It makes you feel the lack of boyfriend even more. Oh no. Right? Oh, Friday the 13th! You walk out of your calc lecture on Friday. This is not the calc lecture area. Eager to continue studying. What? This is not me. I never left calculus and was eager to study. You head back to your room quickly to drop off your stuff and check in with Jake, Hannah, and Nick. You head to the library to meet up with Hannah, grabbing a sandwich on the way. Jake and Nick join later after their classes end. Soon it's late and everyone heads back to their rooms to sleep. You sleep surprisingly well that night. Saturday, October 14th. Really? There was no Friday the 13th shenanigans? Adam surprisingly is already awake and studying. You roll out of bed and unlock your computer. Hi, Patrick. Jake wants to go to buffet. Want to come? That sounds good. See you there, son. Any interest in the buffet, Adam? He shrugs. Why not? Well, I guess there are quite a few reasons, but it's been a while. You quickly get dressed and the two of you head to the buffet. Nick, Jake, and Hannah are already there. Hey, Adam. The five of you check out the buffet. I'm still amazed at how good their breakfast is. Some of these foods are harder to make than pizza, and they always seem to screw that up. We came here once for dinner, and their pizza was edible. I'm shocked. You help Jake carry his plate of food back to the table. The rest of you sit and mostly watch him eat. Adam shakes his head. Dude, I don't know where it all goes. Your anatomy doesn't make any sense. Jake shrugs, finishing up another plate of pancakes and eggs. Should we do some studying this morning? Library? That sounds good. That sounds like a good plan. I think I prefer to study on my own today. That sounds like a good plan, I guess. I need to grab my notes anyway in the room. All of you depart for your rooms. You walk back to yours with Adam. You quickly grab your notes and books and head to the library. You spend the rest of the morning reviewing notes and your textbooks with Jake, Nick, and Hannah. You found Econ, page 4. Soon it's lunchtime and the four of you decide to grab burgers. The fries are durian and sour cream. Ew. What? Did you just say ew? I hate durian. Who are you and what have you done with Jake? There are foods I don't like. Nacho cheese and motor oil. I like cheese. Hannah shakes her head. You all get burgers and walk to the student center to eat. You discuss exams and homework over food. Soon you finish eating and head back to your rooms to study. Adam's there when you return, reading a textbook. Hey, Patrick. Just studying? You nod. Yeah, always a good thing to do. Spend the afternoon studying for midterms. Found physics notes, page 4. Soon you decide it's time for dinner. You and Adam grab sandwiches and return to the room to eat them over more studying. You unlock your computer. How real. Janet is online and the two of you talk for a while about life and things. Soon you decide it's bedtime. You sleep well. Sunday, October 15th. You wake up fairly early Sunday morning. Adam's still asleep, snoring softly. You lie there, staring at the ceiling, thinking that you really should study today and dreading your first exams tomorrow. You roll out of bed and unlock your computer. We're studying today? Library? Also, what's up with Hannah and Nick? Don't know. Are they dating? Don't know. The library sounds good. You quickly get dressed. You head out to the library, leaving Adam to sleep. Jake, Hannah, and Nick are already there when you arrive. Hey, Patrick. You sit on the empty side of the table and pull out your notes. You spend the morning reviewing programming and physics with Jake, Hannah, and Nick. Soon Hannah's yawning and Nick stands and stretches. Food? I like food. Motor oil? I like motor oil. To eat? I like eating. Hannah shakes her head. What are we gonna do with you? Take him to the buffet. Get him some fries. Get him a sandwich or three. Get him some fries? Fries! Watch them be truffle oil and antifreeze flavored. I can go grab a bunch of burgers if all you want to stay here. She leaves with your cards. I'm actually mildly curious what flavor they'll be today. Hannah soon returns. The fries are different colors, all bright and vivid. Fries! Guess what they are. Jake tries a green one. Lime? Hannah shrugs as she tries a blue one. Raspberry? Are these fruit flavored fries? Jello, but yes. These are good. I don't know how I feel about these. I guess they're less weird than usual. The rest of you eat your burgers and watch Jake eat rainbow colored fries. You found blue raspberry jello. An unopened box of blue raspberry flavored jello. Okay. Soon you finish eating. I should probably go do some homework at my room. I could possibly study some more, but yeah, that sounds reasonable too. Yeah, that doesn't sound like a bad idea. We could try to meet up for dinner and more studying then. Study back at your room, see if you can find Carlos, see what Adam's up to. Let's go see if I can find Carlos. See the rest of you tonight, maybe. Sounds good, man. You head towards the house to see if you can find Carlos. You knock on the door to the house, and Carlos answers it. Oh, hey, Patrick. I was just heading out to go running. You're welcome to join me. That sounds good. The two of you head to campus. Kinda cold. Maybe I should switch to running indoors or something. He shrugs. Anyway, the two of you run for a bit. You stop noticing the cold after a while. It actually feels really nice. The two of you stop at a water fountain. Carlos is breathing heavy and his shirt is drenched in sweat. He smiles at you. You're getting faster, Patrick. He takes off again faster, and you struggle to keep up. You eventually give up and sit on a bench. Carlos runs back. Seriously, that was good. He throws his arms over your shoulders. It feels nice despite him being sweaty. Anyway, let's go. The two of you run for a bit longer, then spend some time walking and talking. Carlos eventually excuses himself for a shower, and you head back to your room to do some studying. You found campus map piece number 2. There's 333 collectibles. I'm gonna need to play this game so much. Adam is still studying when you return. You take the rest of the afternoon to review more notes. You find it useful. Carlos walks in a couple hours later. Hey, Chico, Patrick. Dinner? I should study. You should eat! At some point, yes. So, dinner? I really shouldn't. I should finish cramming. You can cram, Chico. Food into your mouth. You unlock your computer. Hey, dinner? Thinking buffet. Go to dinner with Carlos at the house. Go to dinner with Jake and company. We did kind of already tell Jake and company that we would go with them. So I know that we said maybe, but I think I'm joining Jake for dinner. We'll have fun, Patrick. You go ahead. I'll join in a bit. Let me finish reviewing this chapter. Carlos heads out and you message Jake. Dinner sounds good. Heading out now. Hannah's coming. See you there. You leave Adam to study and head to the buffet. You arrive at the buffet, but can't find Jake or Hannah. You grab a plate and find a table. They show up a few minutes later. Hey, Patrick. Sorry we're a little late. Got too interested in demand curves. Back in a bit. They go investigate the food. Hannah soon returns with a slice of burnt pizza. I don't know why we still come here. I guess it makes Jake happy, but I'm not sure fun with cereal is a legitimate theme, especially for dinner. Jake returns with what looks like Fruit Loops and an omelet. As I said, this is great. It's breakfast food for dinner. All of it's together. Did you see the sausage and syrup soup with Rice Krispies? Unfortunately, yes. The two of you mostly watch Jake eat. He seems to particularly enjoy the frosted flake and green bean casserole. My theory is that people that fail out of culinary school come here, and they get to exercise the weirdest part of their imaginations. I don't know, I like this place. We know. You soon finish eating and head back to your rooms to continue studying. You found Fruit Loops. Small box of Fruit Loop cereal. Adam and Carlos are both at dinner when you return to your room. Janet doesn't seem to be online either. You spend some time reviewing notes again. Adam and Carlos both walk in a bit later, looking extremely upset. Oh god. Carlos walks over to your bed and sits on it. Adam sighs. Oh god. You know Elliot, right, Patrick? You nod. What? What? What the what? What? Well, he's in the hospital, and Robert got arrested. Carlos lets out a choked laugh. And, he falls silent. Carlos seems to be staring off into space. What happened? Is Elliot okay? Say nothing. What happened? I wasn't there, but I think Elliot pushed Robert too far. Carlos shakes his head. No, I mean, Robert snapped, just started beating his face in. I've never, there was so much blood. He shudders and falls silent again. I guess Elliot found out why Robert's been such an ass recently. Something about Robert's brother coming out and his family not taking it well. Anyway, Robert just snapped. Robert's a homophobic ass. You're not wrong, but I'm not sure this was exactly a gay bashing or whatever. Just pushed him too far. I mean, Elliot isn't gay, is he? Carlos just shrugs, and they're silent for a while. I don't know why, but this really scares me. Are you two okay? Adam looks over at Carlos and rubs his back. Dude, I don't know. You two are really good friends. It could have been me. Maybe it should have been. Maybe I could have fought back or something. Dude, no, it's a shitty situation, but it's not your fault in any way. The three of you are silent for a while. Chico, do you mind if I stay here tonight? If I stay the night here? Dude, of course not. Take the bed. Carlos shakes his head. Laura's fine. I don't want to deal with things right now. Adam throws some coats and shirts on the ground as a makeshift pillow, and Carlos curls up on the floor, fully clothed. You have some trouble sleeping that night. Gee, I wonder why. Monday, October 16th. You take your midterms on Monday and Tuesday. Carlos seems to be particularly upset over the situation with Elliot and Robert. The preparation and studying pays off as you find the tests relatively easy. Your stellar performance gives you some breathing room on other assignments. You found Fountain Pen, a beautiful pen with a wooden handle that you bought to celebrate the success on midterms. Janet and Tom hooked up on Monday. She talks to you excitedly Tuesday evening, and you're really happy for her. You meet up with Carlos for dinner Tuesday night at the house. The mood is generally somber, but the food is still good. He otherwise avoids the hospital, unable to bring himself to visit Elliot. Oh, dude. You consider messaging Dan, but decide you don't really want to deal with him at the moment. You also don't run into him on campus during the week. You and Adam managed to find time to play Tetranet together on Thursday. You hadn't realized how much you missed spending time with him outside of studying. You also get a call on Thursday, which you ignore. Turns out to be from your parents, as it's followed by an email from your mom saying that she misses you and wants to hear from you. You resolve to call them over the weekend. You're invited to games a couple You're invited to games a couple of evenings, but end up having to do homework instead. It makes you wish you were more on top of your workload. To no one's surprise, Hannah and Nick start going out. Okay. Jake says he's happy for them, but tells you he's secretly glad the two of you can commiserate in singleness. James unfortunately ends up being busy with classes the entire week. He apologizes and says you should come to the Q&A meeting. You're not sure that's really your thing. It's definitely not. Soon it's Friday. I feel like we're kind of gonna be not forced. We're being kind of pushed more towards Jake now. You walk out of calc lecture in a crisp autumn air and wonder where the time's gone. You head back to your room. Adam's there studying when you return. Hey Patrick, I was gonna head to the house for dinner soon. Want to join? Maybe. Sure, let me know. That's your night before I head out? You unlock your computer. Hi, Jake asks about dinner and homework afterward. Dinner sounds good. Sorry, I had other plans. Sure. Let's go to dinner. Okay. We'll message you again around dinner time. I think I'm going to dinner with Jake. Of course, that sounds good. You and Adam play Tetranet for a while. Carlos walks in after a few games. Hey, Chico, Patrick. Dinner? Yeah, I was planning on heading over there shortly. I think Patrick had other plans, though. Should we go then? Adam and Carlos head out and you browse the internet for a bit. Hi. Jake wants buffet. Want to come? I'm going too. Sounds good. See you there. Yep. You head to the buffet. You don't see Jake, Nick, or Hannah anywhere, but you grab a plate and examine the selections. It doesn't seem to be a themed food night, so you grab a couple of burgers and find a table. Jake, Nick, and Hannah walk in a few minutes later. Nick and Hannah are holding hands. Aww. Jake seems a little sad. They sit at your table. Looks like the food's normal for once, but not that it'll be any good, though. Oh, shush. Patrick's burgers look perfectly fine to me. Food! Of course, we're here, and he immediately starts thinking about food. Nick laughs at your confused expression. He's totally got a boyfriend. Jake stares at the table, blushing. What? Do not. Okay, fine. You've totally got a crush on some guy. Nate, was it? Oh, leave him alone, Nick. Nick shrugs. I think it would be good for him. I mean, I think he's feeling a little lonely. Let him figure things out for himself, Nick. Sure. But, I'm sure we're all willing to listen if you need to talk, Jake. Jake nods, still staring at the table. So, food? The three of them start right as soon as I'm like, I think we're getting pushed towards Jake. Why don't we talk with Jake some more? The three of them grab some food and soon return. Jake returns with 2 plates piled high. Stuff actually looks edible today. The pizza actually isn't half bad. Jake stares at his plates of food. Should I ask him out? Hannah shrugs. Jake, you barely know the guy, right? You just met him yesterday or something. Nick tries to say something, then holds up his finger and finishes chewing his bite of burger. Sorry. I was gonna say that a lot of people just go out. Without really knowing each other. Isn't that the point of a date? To get to know each other? Well, I guess. But Jake, all you know about the guy is that he's cute. Jake blushes. Is that really a problem? All I know about you is that you're cute. Hannah laughs and playfully hits him. Uh-huh, sure. It's not like we haven't seen each other nearly every day since orientation. Jake shakes his head. I don't know. Dating someone for the sake of dating isn't necessarily a good thing. Ask him out. What's the harm? Say nothing. Mm, um, I will say that dating someone for the sake of dating isn't a good thing, but that doesn't necessarily mean. Sorry, I was getting coffee. All good. No, you're good. We're trying to decide if Jake should ask out this guy Nate. I'm not getting the vibe that he's like just trying to ask someone out because he's trying to ask someone out. Um, there really isn't harm in just like seeing if they mesh. Ask him out. What's the harm? Exactly. Anna shakes her head. Jake, you're really sensitive. And that's a good thing, but I'm not sure you should date a guy just because. But you never know if you don't try. Anna shrugs. Do what you think is right for you, I guess. And we'll be here to support you. Jake nods and picks up his food. The rest of the meal proceeds in silence. He found a collectible bread sticker! A sticker of a slice of bread. So, homework? I have to go to the computer lab. My laptop's broken and I have to finish our programming assignment. Oh, right. I'll come with you. Me too. I have some notes with me I can review. I'll join you. I think I need to work back at my room tonight. Yeah, why don't I go back? Oh, okay. We'll maybe see you tomorrow then? We should play board games tomorrow. The three of them head to the computer lab, and you head back to your room. You spend the rest of the evening doing homework. You lose track of time, and soon it's much later than you expected. Does this guy do his homework? If so, go for it. Yeah, we unfortunately know nothing about Nate yet, but if Jake is wanting to shack up with someone else, then I don't know. Do we go back to trying to pursue James in spite of the fact that James is kind of like snubbing us because of rehearsal and shows? Or do we just cut our losses and go after Dan because Dan's been showing interest in us? Or do we like hop on the Carlos train because we know that he's like down to clown with dudes too? Kind of. You unlock your computer and see if Janet's still online. Patrick, it's super late. Why are you not here? Hooking up with a hot guy. You better not be having sex right now. Or at least making out a lot. Oh, you'd better be. Here, sorry. Surprised you're still up. There you are. How was your day? Yeah, late night here. You tell her you just spent the evening doing homework. Boring. Not much new here with me. Went out with Tom to dinner. So I'm still up. You talk to her for a bit before Adam walks in. Hey, Patrick. Elliot's doing better. Still hasn't woken up, but more stable now at least. Anyway, I should probably head to bed. Figure that's a good idea for you as well, and you bid Janet good night. Sleep comes easily. Saturday, October 21st. You wake up unexpectedly early Saturday morning. A quick glance at your clock tells you it's around 8:45. You could make the Q&A meeting this morning if you wanted to. It would be nice to see James, Dan, and Lizzie's again. But the thought of going there still makes you a little nervous. Besides, you could also use the opportunity to get some extra work done. Go back to sleep. Let's go to the Q&A meeting. You quietly roll out of bed and get dressed. Adam stirs, but doesn't seem to wake up. You grab your coat and head out. You stand outside the room again. There's people talking inside, and you can hear Dan's laugh. You feel a knot in your stomach. You're standing there trying to psych yourself up when you see Liz G walking down the hallway. Patrick! She runs up to you and gives you a hug. Surprised to see you here. How have you been? We've missed you. Anyway, come in. Don't stand out here looking like someone's kicked your puppy. She grabs your hand and pulls you into the room. The room is full of people you don't know. Dan's seated on the couch talking to some guy, and Liz B is standing and talking to another girl. They turn when you enter. Patrick! Hi, babe. Dan stands and gives you a hug as Liz B comes over and gives Liz A a kiss. Surprised to see you here, Patrick. Pleasantly surprised, of course. Liz G giggles. Come sit with me, there's plenty of space. Well, there's space, but we're all friendly here, right? You look around but don't see James anywhere. sit with Dan, sit on Dan's lap, stand in the corner. None of the above. Go for Adam. Adam is straight, though. I don't want to hurt myself by going after a straight man. I'm wondering if we should go like aggressive and sit on Dan's lap. Sort of like, I don't know. I don't know. Because we could just kind of like play it safe the way that we've been doing it and sit with Dan. But this game is sort of like push yourself, do risks, yada yada. I kind of just want to see what his reaction is. You follow Dan back to the couch and sit on his lap. He laughs. Yes, please. He clasps his arm around you and holds you. Chin on your shoulder. Liz B shoots him a disapproving look. Liz G giggles and sits on the arm of the couch next to you. Liz B brings the meeting to order and talks for a bit about an upcoming fundraiser for AIDS research. James walks through the door partway through her speech looking more disheveled than usual. Somehow, it still works on him. He looks at Liz apologetically, who doesn't even miss a beat. He finds an empty corner to stand in. Oh my. So if I'd stood in the corner, James and I would have had a chance to actually talk. So please sign up for a table shift or sign up to donate some baked goods, but specifically what you're making so we don't have a repeat of last year when everyone made Rice Krispie treats. Oh, what's wrong with Rice Krispie treats? Nothing, unless the entire table is nothing but Rice Krispie treats. Dan shrugs. I see no problem with this. Liz shakes her head. Anyway, I would like to remind everyone again that this room is for hanging out and socializing and is not a place for you to come hook up. She looks disapprovingly at Dan, who coughs. I can't imagine anyone who would do that. Oh, while I was letting my eyes. Oh, well, I was letting my partner and I was explaining to him, and he just yelled, Adam! Believe me, I would like to go for Adam. Literally, like, the first two decisions that I made had us see scandalous photos of Adam. But he's straight, and we can't change that. Right. Condoms are in the drawer, by the way. Liz rummages around in her purse and pulls out a Ziploc bag of condoms. No, they're not. She tosses the bag to him. Aw. I'm serious, though. We've got some complaints that people walking by in the hallway have seen things. And this room is a public space, funded by the university. So please, use your discretion. She looks at Dan. Or in some cases, someone else's. Sure, whatever. Liz G giggles, Liz B glares at him. Moving on then, does anyone have anything they'd like to share? A few people stand up to talk about coming out experiences and breakups. I'd like to say something. Well, two things. A lot of you probably met Elliot, at least briefly. He's currently in the hospital because some guy decided it would be a good idea to beat his face in. Not really because he's gay, I guess, but kind of related to it, homophobia in general. So I just thought it'd be nice if we could all sign a card or something for him. I'd include a giant stuffed male anatomic bit or something too, but I'm not sure how much his parents would appreciate that. But suggestions for other stuffed things would be appreciated. Dan, that's really thoughtful of you. Also, I want to remind everyone that James's show closes tomorrow night, so if you want to ogle his shirtlessness some more, your time is running out. Liz G giggles. James shakes his head. And we're back. I'm just saying. Anyone else have anything to share? Okay. Seeing none, I guess we'll see you all next week. Fundraiser sign-up sheets are on the wall over there. A bunch of people get up and sign up or leave. James sits down next to you and Dan. Liz B comes up behind Liz and wraps her arms around her neck, chin on her head. Surprised you're here. Dan laughs and slaps your back. He couldn't stay away from us, I guess. So we're all signing up to table, right? No time. Of course not. The rest of you, though? You say that like I can't bake, Liz. You can't bake, Dan. Ouch! Right in the heart. Yeah, because you totally still have one of those. Liz! Liz is being mean to me. Make her stop. Oh my god, that sounds so familiar. Where have I heard that? Where do I hear that daily? Oh, right, in my home. When Matt is tattling on me. Liz G giggles and kisses Liz's hand. Time to go. He stands and grabs his bag. Bye, Jameson. Break a leg. Or your arm. Again. James shakes his head and walks out the door. Oh. Fine, fine. I'll do your stupid tabling. That's the spirit. Dan grabs a sign-up sheet off the wall and brings it back to the couch. Looks like there's 2 spots open tomorrow afternoon. Patrick, let's do this. Sure. No sex at the baked goods table. I would hope that goes without saying. Liz G giggles. Liz B looks up over the rest of the sheet after Dan finishes signing the 2 of you up. And that leaves me with only 2 slots I have to do myself. Better than last year. I heard a rumor. Just one. Ha ha. I heard a rumor James's birthday is next week. What? So it's true. No comment. Oh, James doesn't like birthdays like me. We have to throw him a huge party or something. Liz shakes her head. Dan, you know James would totally hate that. Yep. Liz shakes her head. Exactly. She sighs. Liz G giggles. So what day is it? The 29th? No comment. The 30th? No comment. He stares at her for a bit. It's totally the 30th. Liz stares back at him. No comment. Dan laughs. Come on, Patrick, we should make the birthday special for him. Liz shakes her head. I know that he wouldn't want you to make a big deal of it. Or any deal. At all. Oh, where's the fun in that? He's turning the big 2-0. Gotta celebrate his last few days as a teenager. Liz sighs. Dan, I love you, but you can be kind of an ass sometimes. I'm an ass because I want to make someone's birthday special. You're an ass because you're making a big deal of something that he wouldn't want you to make a big deal of, or really would even want you to know about. Dan shrugs. How did you find out anyway? I have my sources. Liz looks at Liz. Did you tell him? What? No. Okay. She sighs again. I really don't think you should do anything, Dan. Get him a card or something if you really want to, but no parties, no people, no cake. Aww. Seriously. Fine, I'll think about it. Good enough, I suppose. She releases Liz, who makes an unhappy noise. Anyway, I have to be going. Liz G stands and silently walks out the door. Liz sighs. I'll talk to the 2 of you later. She heads out after Liz. I unfortunately have to head out as well, but we'll talk later. He heads out the door and you head back to your room. You found Rice Krispie treats! A homemade square of Rice Krispies, marshmallows, and butter. Oh my goodness, we've already been playing for 2 hours. No wonder my contacts are betraying me. Whew. Anna is awake, sitting in his desk doing homework. Good morning, Patrick. You unlock your computer. Hi, Jake wants games and breakfast. Carlos walks into the room. Hey Chico, Patrick. It's time to eat lots of food and run. And call an ambulance. I thought you always said that exercise was good for you. I do, but I also always say that exercise after eating is bad for you. The phone rings and you jump. Parents? You should probably answer it, Patrick. You reluctantly answer the phone. Patrick, my baby, you didn't answer when I called you on Thursday and we were so worried. You worry too much, honey. Well, can you blame me? Yes. How are you doing? Are you eating enough? Should I send some more money for food? Has that burger place had any more interesting flavors of fries? So, are you seeing anyone now? No, no one right now. Well, why not? I think Patrick should concentrate on his studies, honey. Well, fine. But you let us know when you find someone. I want to make sure he treats you right. So, how are classes? You talk for a while about classes and your midterms. Your dad seems pleased that you did well. Soon your dad is pulling your mom off the phone. We'll talk to you again soon, honey. Bye, Patrick. Tell your physics professor that he's. Your dad hangs up and you sit back in your chair relieved. Well, that was something. Breakfast? Get breakfast and run with Carlos and Adam. Get breakfast, play games with Jake, Nick, and Hannah. Spend the morning doing homework. Let's go for a run. Breakfast and running sounds good. You tell Jake that you already have plans. The three of you grab your coats and head out the door. You head to the yard, where they order the usual pancake pizza with sausage and bacon. It's gonna come with jalapenos anyway. Just you watch. Carlos shrugs. Well, two of us won't mind that. So, looking forward to getting the cast off? Do babies love to poop? I don't think babies have a particular feeling either way on that. Although I would think the feeling afterward wouldn't be too pleasant for them. So if anything, I would say no, they don't. Chico, you did ask. Fine. Yes, I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to go swim. I'm going to go swimming whether it kills me or not. Hypothermia, dude. It might literally. I'll dry off quickly afterwards or something. Or take a hot shower. You try not to think about Carlos showering. Besides, it'll mean I have the whole pool to myself. Uh-huh. Well, take someone with you in case you lose consciousness in there. You're acting like the water is going to literally be ice or something. You'd be surprised. End of October? I'm surprised they haven't drained it yet. Carlos shrugs. How goes your massive piles of homework? Fine, I guess. I think I'm taking too many classes. That's what I always tell you, Chico. Yeah, well, for once, you might be right. Maybe I'll ease up a bit next semester. The pancake arrives. It doesn't have jalapenos on. Huh, new cook. Maybe we haven't been here in so long that the staff have forgotten us. Well, whatever. This is still good. The three of you devour the pizza. Soon it's gone. The three of you devour the pizza. Soon it's gone, and Carlos is clamoring to go running. Dude, chill for a bit. It's really not good for you to run on a full stomach like that. It's really not good to sit on your behind all day, says the guy who loves sleeping. That doesn't involve sitting. Technically, sure. Come join us, Chico. I'll pass on the emergency surgery, thanks. I have to get some more work done anyway. I'll see the two of you later then. Sure. Adam heads back to the room and Carlos gets the bell when it arrives. So, running? I'm going to change quickly. Be back. He runs off to the bathroom and you sit and read the signs on the wall. He soon returns dressed in running shorts and an athletic shirt. Let's go! The two of you head to the campus and run around outside. It's a little cold, but you soon heat up from the exercise. You somehow manage to keep pace with him reasonably well. You stop for a drink of a water fountain, breathing heavily. Carlos laughs and slaps you on the back. Doing well, Patrick. Let's go. He takes off again and you follow. A while later, the two of you collapse onto a bench. That was really good. He throws an arm over your shoulders. He's sweaty and you're sweaty, but it still feels nice. So, not many people out anymore. I guess it's too cold. Also, I feel like I'm gonna freeze out here. I should stop running in shorts. Computer lab? The two of you head into the nearest computer lab. The heat from the computers feels surprisingly nice. You spend some time playing computer games. Soon it's lunchtime. I should go take a shower, but it was nice, Patrick. Thanks. Maybe I'll see you this afternoon. Carlos heads back to the house and you consider your lunch options. Find Adam for lunch, find Jake for lunch, eat at your room, and do let's find Jake. Let's see what's happening up with Nate. Jake, Hannah, and Nick are sitting there. They all look surprisingly glum. You grab a plate, grab some food, and join their table. So, Hannah sighs. No, seriously, we need to talk about this. I don't think Patrick is up to speed. Jake has a boyfriend. Or something. And he's obviously wrong for him. Jake shakes his head. Why can't all of you just be happy for me? Jake, we would be, but you're just gonna get yourself hurt. I can take care of myself. We're not saying you can't. I'll get you some food. It's weird to see you without plates in front of you. Nick heads off to the buffet and Hannah stares at Jake sadly. Seriously, I'm not jealous. I'm happy for you that you found someone and are getting more comfortable. But I think you need someone who's going to be more understanding. Jake stares at the table. Nate could be understanding. I'm not saying he couldn't be, just... Have to decide my own real quick. Who? I think after this, I might take a quick break. A, because I'm hot. But we all knew that. And B, because I am starving Marvin and I need at least like a quick snack. Nick returns with a tray, setting a couple plates down in front of Jake and another one between him and Hannah. Thanks, Nick. She shakes her head. Like that, I guess. Nick knows you like to eat. He got food for you. Do you think Nate is the kind of person that would do that for you? Do you know he isn't? Well, no, but that's the point, Jake. You don't know. You don't really know him. But I could. Yes, you could. And I'll be the happiest if I'm wrong here and you two work out, but I think deep down inside, you know this is a mistake. Jake stares at the food in front of him. I don't know. I guess we should eat or something? Food! The meal proceeds in silence. Afterward, Jake wordlessly walks off. Nick looks at you apologetically and follows him. So, sorry. We'll talk later. She heads off after Nick and Jake. You head back to your room to try to get some homework done. You found Top Bun. It's stale. You pull out some history papers and start going over them. Carlos and Adam walk in the door a while later. Hey, Patrick. So, time for some homework, I guess? Boring. Not necessarily. Only if you want to graduate. Carlos shrugs and flops down on your bed. Adam sits at his desk and pulls out some papers. You unlock your computer. Hey! Hey, what's up? Just missed you. Just missing you. I miss you too. How's your day? You talk to her for a bit about the drama with Jake. That's sad. I hope it works out for him, though. Being lonely sucks. Do you have Tom? Didn't say I was lonely. Anyways, have to go. TTYL. Crazy Cat Lady 2588 has signed off. Carlos seems to have fallen asleep in your bed. Adam has headphones on and is reading a textbook and taking notes. Work on some homework, see if Dan wants to catch James's show. Sure, let's go see James's show. Hey. Hey. What's up? Want to go see James's show? Yes, duh. See you at the theater? Sounds good. You grab your coat and head out. You find Dan in front of the theater. Hey, Patrick. He gives you a hug. I got his tickets already. They had 2 seats together still. You head in with him and find your seats. They're a little far from the stage, but still offer a decent view. Dan hands you a program and you page through it. It contains some biographical information about the cast and background on the show. I'm glad we get to share the awesomeness that is Shirtless James. I wish they allowed photography here. Soon the lights dim and the show starts. James comes out on stage and starts a long monologue. He's wearing minimal makeup, and even in costume, he looks really good. And you can't stop looking at him, even when he's joined by other cast members on stage. Dan seems similarly entranced. The first act proceeds uneventfully. Soon the curtain falls for intermission and the lights come back on. That wasn't the good part yet. Although that was pretty good. You sit and read through the program again. The lights dim again and the second half starts. The second half is more varied, with more time focusing on other characters. Toward the end, James walks out on stage shirtless, kissing the female lead. Someone in the audience whistles. You can't help but stare. Dan grins at you, while never taking his eyes off the stage. The lighting is dim, but you can still make out James' well-defined chest covered in a layer of blonde hair. His stomach has hints of abs and his arms bulge as he interacts with his co-star, holding her and trailing kisses down her neck. You vaguely wonder where he finds the time to work out. Another cast member comes out of the wings and shoots him, and the female lead screams. You notice how well he lays on the stage playing dead. Oh my god. Oh my goodness, my contact has left my eye again. Lovely. When I was in high school theater, my senior year, I was in 3 shows where I played a dead body at some point. Yeah. I was in Brigadoon, and I played Harry Beaton, who, spoiler alert, dies on stage, and they have a full funeral for him. So I had to lay dead for that. And then I was in a 1 act where it was 2 parents that were like not accepting the fact that their son had passed, so they would like dig him up and take him home. And so yeah, I was being shaken, I was being slapped, I had people like yelling at my face, and I had to just like be so deadpan the entire time. And then I had another 1 act where I spend literally like the entire time underneath a sheet. Yeah, so having someone like, oh, he played a dead body really well. I literally got an award that year. That was Best Dead Body. You can barely see his chest moving as he breathes. He's carried off stage and a few more scenes follow before the curtain falls and the cast walks back on stage for their applause. James is smiling and you tell he's done this many times before. The crowd stands and you join in their applause. Soon the cast disappears again and Dan is grinning at you. So yeah, I hope James gets more parts in the future. It's a shame the show ends tomorrow. If I didn't have tabling duty, I might have come back again. Although it'll be nice to be tabling with you too. Anyway, want to get some dinner? Dinner sounds good. Great. Let's get pizza. The 2 of you head to the yard. You found a collectible show program, page 8. The 8th page of the program for James's show. It's got a couple of ads. The place is surprisingly busy when you arrive, but you get seated fairly quickly. He orders a sausage and mushroom pizza for the 2 of you. Sausage and mushroom. Yeah. So, are classes and things going well for you? We're more than halfway through the semester now. Still getting used to things, I think. Dan laughs. You know what? Me too. I don't think you ever really get used to college, but things proceed anyway, so that's good. The pizza arrives and you eat in comfortable silence. He gets the bill afterwards and gives you a hug. Thanks, that was really nice. You head back to your room. Adam is sitting at his desk, still doing work when you return. Carlos seems to have disappeared. Adam pulls off his headphones and looks up at you. Tetranet? I could use a break before homework. You spend the rest of the evening playing Tetranet with Adam. Hang on, sorry. Okay, nope, cool. We're good. We're good. We're still good. We're still all good. You decide it's time for bed. You sleep soundly. Sunday, October 22nd, you wake up Sunday morning to a knock at your door. And that will be left in suspense for a minute because I need to cool off real quick. I need to shovel some food in my face real quick. So I'll be right back. I do realize I'm an idiot. I have not had the sound, like the desktop audio playing this entire time, I don't think. So no one could hear the game. That's cool. That's awesome. Oh, life is fun when you have roommates. Welcome back, everybody. I just walk out there and they're like chilling on the couch watching me. Alright, cool. You wake up Sunday morning to a knock on your door. And I have no idea who it would be. Adam is in bed, opens his eyes and looks at you. You climb out of bed and open the door. Oh my god, it's Jake. Jake is standing there. He looks at you apologetically. Sorry, can we talk? I'm sorry it's early, I just need to talk. Of course, let me get dressed real quick. Thanks. Take your time. You quickly get dressed and head to the student center with him. You take a seat at a triangular table. I want to talk about Nate. He sighs. Okay, we're gonna have this talk. Well, we talked yesterday and he apologized, but he wants to, sleep with other people. He shakes his head. I know I couldn't do that yet. Nick and Hannah are probably right. And maybe I shouldn't have asked him out. But now that I did, I want to try and make it work. And I guess if he can get things with me, I guess it's okay if he gets them somewhere else. I don't know. I have you on my phone. I'm just getting really sleepy. No, you're fine, Madeline. I understand. I'm just not as important to you as, as you claim. It's fine. That's fine. I have opinions about this, and I'm curious to see how the game is going to try and paint this, because, I don't have anything against, polyamory. If you're truly okay with, your partner going out and doing other things, that's fine. That's your business. I don't have personal opinions one way or the other, really, on, I think a couple's ideas around, betting each other and other people, or not betting each other, or not betting other people, is totally fine one way or the other. But, both people have to be down with it. Have to really be down with it. Not just, I guess I could make concessions thing. And that kind of sounds like what he's doing. It sounds like he's making concessions, because I assume that he's probably still got his V card. And he's uncomfortable, obviously, hopping in the sack with someone for his first time, barely knowing him. So that doesn't seem like a great alternative. And at the same time, if that's, a huge deal breaker for Nate, then, Nate needs to be honest with that. And I don't know. Every relationship is different, so you should find what works for you. If you're sure you're okay with this, it sounds like it's worth a try. I don't know, that feels like he's cheating on you. I think he's wrong for you too. You can find someone better. Every relationship is different. You should find what works for you. That said, it doesn't have to be this path, but you need to find a way that you're both happy. And that might be not together. He nods. I guess that makes sense. I appreciate that he talked to me first, at least. He shrugs. Thanks. This was useful to talk at least. He manages a small smile. Want to get breakfast? You head to the buffet with him. He perks up at the sight of food. You grab a plate of food and watch him devour a pile of pancakes, eggs, and sausage. He finishes a 4th cinnamon roll. Oh my god, I would love to sit down and just eat 4 cinnamon rolls. I would sit down and love to eat 4 of just about anything right now, honestly. I'm so hungry. He finishes the 4th cinnamon roll before sitting back in his chair. I don't know what else to eat. Hey. Nick walks over to your table. Hey. You disappeared so quickly this morning, I thought you were just going to the restroom or something. Jake shrugs. Just needed to talk. Nick nods. You okay? I think so. Thanks to you, and Hannah, and Patrick, for talking about things with me. He sighs. I think you're right about Nate. But, I kind of want to try anyway, at least for a bit. Nick nods. Want fish sticks? Do I want fish sticks? Fish sticks don't sound bad. I would take some fish sticks. We just worry about you, man. I know, thanks. But, he is really hot, though. Nick laughs. Man, if I wasn't straight and didn't have Hannah, I would totally be jealous of you right now. Just make sure you keep talking to him. And don't get too invested in things. You can be really emotional. Jake nods. I know, thanks. Anyway, I should probably eat. I should go do some homework. Wish my laptop was working. The labs are weird to work in. But, thanks, Patrick. I'll meet up with you after breakfast, Jake. Nick goes to grab food and Jake leaves for the computer labs. You return to your room. You found cinnamon roll collectible. A stale cinnamon roll. There's a bite taken out of it. Adam is up, sitting in his desk working. Good morning. Carlos walks through the door. Hey, Chico, Patrick. I'm, avoiding the house today. Leah and Ashley are around, and I think they want to get together with me. I thought you'd be all over that, dude. Carlos shrugs. I still find the concept of twins a little strange. Last time didn't go so well. I suppose that's fair. Anyway, I was going to try to go to the hospital this morning to see how Elliot's doing. You two are welcome to come along. Carlos shakes his head. I can't do it. You should go though, Patrick. Maybe I should go running. You unlock your computer. Justin, my idol 22. Oh, this is Hannah. Hey, Jake's doing homework in the lab. Was thinking of joining. Want to come? Go running with Carlos. Go to the hospital with Adam. Let's go running with Carlos. I'll join you, Carlos. Great. Hello. You send Hannah a message while Carlos changes into running clothes. Adam grabs his coat and the three of you head out. I'll see the two of you later, I guess. You see a familiar face walking toward you. Patrick. Hello, who are you? This is my roommate, Nate. Oh my. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, we now know Nate. Oh no. You introduce Adam and Carlos. Nice to meet both of you. Oh wait, who just said that? Nate. Nice to meet both of you. We're heading to breakfast. I'm going to go see a friend in the hospital. Oh, my friend is there too. Got his face beaten in or something. Elliot? Oh, yeah, him. He shrugs. Give him my regards. Or whatever. I guess he wouldn't know either way. Anyway. Sorry, excuse us. Dan and Nate walk toward the student center. I guess I'll go then. Enjoy your run. Adam heads off to the hospital. Well, shall we? You follow Carlos around campus. You easily keep up with him. The crisp air is surprisingly refreshing. You stop at a water fountain, breathing heavily. Carlos slaps you on the back. Doing well, Patrick. I'm getting sick of running myself. Bad for the knees, I guess. Maybe I'll find some gym around here with an indoor pool after this thing comes off. He takes a drink of water. Ready? The two of you do another few laps around campus. There are unsurprisingly few people out. Most of them seem to be running like the two of you. You pass a familiar face on your fourth time around. Patrick, getting in some exercise. She looks at Carlos. Well, hello, you're cute. Hi. She blushes. You introduce them to each other. Nice to meet you. Don't worry, I'm taken. Also, you have something that I would prefer to do without. Carlos looks dejected and she laughs. A dong, silly. Oh my goodness. Yeah, all the things. Alice. Anyways, yeah, uncomfortable. Anyway, have a nice run. I'll see you around, Patrick. She continues on your way, and Carlos looks at you. What just happened? You manage another couple laps before Carlos sits down on a bench. It's gotta be this air or something. It's hard to breathe when it's cold out or something. He lays his head back and closes his eyes. I should probably get a shower and consider lunch anyway. We'll meet up with you later? Carlos stands and heads back to the house. You head back to your room. You found Campus Map Piece 3. Adam isn't there when you return. You browse the internet for a bit before he walks in. Hey, hope you had a good time running. He sits at his desk and Carlos walks through the door. His hair is still wet from the shower. Hey, Chico. Hey. Lunch? Lunch sounds good. Burgers? Sure, come on, Patrick. The three of you head to the burger place. Well, that's probably one of the more tame flavors I've seen. What's escargot? Snails. Snails and garlic. Apparently. Huh. Carlos gets the fries. The three of you find a table in the student center to eat. Well, that doesn't look too bad. That doesn't look so bad. I guess the black bits are snail? If you pick them off, it's probably just garlic fries. Carlos tries a fry. Yeah, these aren't bad. You eat your burger and try a fry. They are, indeed, not bad. Soon the three of you finish eating. Any afternoon plans? I have to go table for Q&A. Ah. Well, maybe we'll see you later then. Adam and Carlos head back to your room while you head to find Dan. Dan's already at the table talking to Liz. Hi, Patrick. Patrick. He gives you a hug. Well, I guess you've got things covered then. I have the shift after you, so you can just give me the money afterward. You can eat some stuff, but don't eat too much. Everything you eat is money that AIDS Foundation doesn't get. Yeah, starving orphan kids in Africa and all that. Sure. I'll see the two of you in a couple of hours. She heads off and you and Dan sit at the table. You spend the next couple of hours talking and selling baked goods. Dan insists you try something and hands you a chocolate chip cookie that Liz B made. It's really good. Ashley and Lee walk up to the table. Oh, hi, Patrick. Friends already! That means you should buy more treats from us. You remember the twins like brownies and offer them a couple. I do love brownies. You don't need any more brownies, Ash. We just made a pan. But it's for a good cause. We're giving AIDS to starving kids in Africa. Or something like that. Helping find a cure for AIDS and maybe feeding starving kids in Africa. We'll take a couple. They buy 2 bags of brownies. Ashley opens her bag and eats one. Oh, these are good. You should come by again when we have our next sorority bake sale, Patrick. Try our brownies then. We'll save you some. And I'll make sure Ash doesn't eat all of them again. I only had one last time. I'll make sure Ash doesn't eat them all. Like she definitely has never done in the past. Anyway, thank you. And good luck raising money for, your kids. Or something. The twins wander off and Dan shakes his head. Sorority girls, eh? And twins, too. I wish I knew twin frat guys that I could help with. That'd be fun. I always wondered what it'd be like to watch twins, doing it. It'd be kind of like, mirroring having sex with yourself. So, they know exactly what they like. Would they, though? that's maybe not something to ponder in this moment. But I don't think that that's correct. I've known a few twins, not that I've asked specifically about that, although apparently a lot of people do, which is something. But yeah, I don't think just because they're twins they like the same things. Thankfully, some other people walk up to buy goods and save you from that conversation. Soon afterward, Liz is walking back towards you. So how was it? Good. He stretches. I think I'll go watch a movie at the Q&A room or something. Want to come along, Patrick? Find Jake, Hannah, and Nick for games. Do homework back at your room. I'm not gonna go with him? That's an option that was just taken off? Obviously, that's how that works. Okay, madam. Okay. I don't know these things. I'll go find Jake, Hannah, and Nick, I guess, if I can. Maybe I'll go back to my room. I think I'm gonna go finish some homework. Sounds good, I'll see you around then. Head back to your room. Chocolate chip cookie. A stale homemade chocolate chip cookie. I'm sad that we weren't able to go watch a movie with him. Adam and Carlos are there. Hey Patrick, movie? Homework. Aww. He looks at Adam. So, movie? I suppose... Should we see what's showing first? Where's the fun in that? Fine, let's go. I guess we'll see you later, Patrick. They head out and you spend the rest of the afternoon doing homework. You grab a sandwich around dinner and plow through some econ assignments. Econ page 7. Carlos and Adam soon return. Hey, Patrick. You missed an interesting movie? It was magic. I suppose it involved that, kind of. Oh, how strange. Thank you. Thank you. Huh. We need to do dishes. Okay. Yeah, interesting. I was just given food, some fish sticks, which is very nice, and then a cup of ketchup, which is interesting. Nice though. I suppose it involved that, kind of. It was kind of dark though. Carlos shrugs. Dark, but good. He sits on your bed and Adam sits at his desk. Okay, Carlos, you're really gravitating towards our bed lately. I also am starving. Hot, 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 hot. And Marilyn just ran out. Hope you had a productive evening, Patrick. You unlock your computer. Patrick, you there? Yes, what's up? Not much. Just wanted to talk, I guess. I like talking to you. Yeah. We spent some time talking to Janet about life. Well, I should sleep. Probably a good idea for me too. Miss you, Patrick. Me too. Mwah. Crazy Cat Lady 2588 has signed off. I should probably head back to the house. Well, see you tomorrow? Yep. He heads back toward the house. I should probably get to bed as well. The two of you get ready for bed. Somehow you have little trouble falling asleep. I wonder why. Couldn't be because I'm starving. I'm also trying to eat them off camera. Because fish sticks are kind of phallic looking. And I feel like eating a phallic food while playing this game is honestly just putting a hat on a hat. Monday, October 23rd. The week proceeds quickly. You hand in the assignments you finished over the weekend. You're glad you managed to get so much done. Your homework load means You don't get to play games with Jake, Nick, and Hannah on Monday. You do manage to grab dinner with them a few times during the week, though. Jake also gets his laptop fixed, woo! Much to everyone's relief, especially Nick, who was getting tired of relaying his messages to everyone. Jake and Nate seem to be doing well. Hannah tells you she's relieved to have been wrong about Nate. Oh, okay, good. I don't know how I feel about that. Obviously I want Adam. I really think I'm, gunning for Carlos to, come out of the woodwork. What? No. You're welcome. Thank you, Madeline. I just don't like seeing options start, dwindling from my pool of men. You're glad things are working out for them too, although you're kind of amazed they're actually working out. You're less surprised that Hannah and Nick are working out. Makes you happy that everyone else found someone, even if you feel a little left out. See, that's it too, is that I feel like I'm going to spread myself so thin that I'm not really going to narrow anybody down, and I'm going to end up alone by the end of this. I think the ending will be at the, semester break. You don't see Dan around during the week, and don't message him either. Adam spends most of the week studying in the room. You don't see much of Carlos. You mostly avoid the frat in favor of homework. You still feel a little strange about going there on your own anyway. James remains busy, as usual, despite his show having ended. You feel like your only real option is to hit up Q&A meetings if you want to see him. Friday, October 27th. You walk out of class Friday to snowflakes falling on the ground! An unexpectedly early snowfall? Weird. I mean, okay. I'm from Colorado. The absolute latest that our first snowfall is Halloween. So this is a moderately average time for it to start snowing, in my opinion. You head back to your room. Adam doesn't seem to be there. You unlock your computer. Hey, dinner, buffet, maybe arcade afterward? That sounds good. Awesome! See you soon. You head to the buffet. Hannah and Jake are sitting at a table waiting for you. Hi, Patrick. Nick opted out of the buffet tonight, some excuse about doing homework instead. Apparently he didn't finish the assignment due tonight. That assignment he was working on in the lab with us this week? Apparently. Hannah shakes her head. At least it's not a theme night. The food looks mostly normal. You grab a plate of food. Hannah helps Jake carry food back. I'm debating throwing back up that BRB screen just to finish this food. Hungry tonight, Jake? I guess. 4 plates at once is a lot, even for you. Lots of choices today. I guess there's corn dogs and fried chicken today, which is a little unusual. You finish your food and sit and watch Jake eat. So you weren't planning on Dance Dance Revolution after this, were you? Yes? So soon after eating? Don't burn calories. Hannah shakes her head. I suppose. I think it's a little too full. I think I'm a little too full to play myself. Jake finishes eating and you head to the arcade. Dance with me, Patrick? I'll put you on an easy song. Patrick's played before with me. Oh, even better! You join Jake and play around. You find it easier than last time. You play a couple rounds with Jake while Hannah watches. Oh my god. Having decided you've had enough, you stand with Hannah and watch Jake play. He's really good and working up quite a sweat by the end of his rounds. He steps off the pad panting. That was good. Go get some water, Jake. He nods and walks off towards the water fountains. I don't know how he does it sometimes. The arrows just stop making sense to me after a point. Want to do a round of easier stuff? You and Hannah play around. Jake returns in the middle of it with wet paper towels, laying them on his neck. Oh, this song is awesome! Good choice! He watches you finish and gives you a suggestion for a last song for the round. Is it going to be something terrible where we both fail immediately? No. Probably not. Maybe. Hannah shrugs. I guess we'll try it. You do, and you both fail immediately. Sorry, I guess that wasn't as easy as I thought. Hannah laughs. Yeah, well, you're crazy. How about some foosball? You and Jake play Hannah in foosball. Even with 2 people against her, she still manages to win. Consistently. You play foosball like I play DDR. Hannah laughs and scores another goal. Well, yeah. Thanks. You 2 aren't bad though. You played other few games. I think I want to go dance some more. Sure, I kind of want to watch this. You and Hannah watch Jake play another few rounds of hard songs. He stumbles away to get some water afterwards. Yeah, that's crazy. She shrugs. Jake returns a little bit later with a bottle of water and some more wet paper towels. I'm probably done for the night. Yeah, I should probably head back and get at least some homework done tonight. I really want to shower. I'll see you 2 tomorrow. They head back to their rooms and you leave for yours. You found DDR Green Arrow sticker. A sticker featuring a DDR arrow that is mostly green. Adam is there studying. Hey Patrick, hope you had a nice evening. You unlock your computer. Patrick, how was your day? Hey, not bad. Dinner and then some DDR with Jake and Hannah. Ooh, that sounds fun. You talk to her for a while. Soon she's heading to bed and you decide you should as well. Saturday, October 28th. You wake up Saturday morning early enough again that you could make the Q&A meeting. You're kind of curious to see if Dan pulled together something for James's birthday. On the other hand, you could use the opportunity to get a head start on homework. Oh no, we're going to that meeting. You quietly get dressed as not to wake Adam and head out. You stand outside the Q&A room again, listening to the sounds of people inside. You feel your nerves again, even though you've done this before. Just as you steel yourself and are about to walk in, you see Dan walking down the hallway. Patrick! He's holding a large box. Ready to help me make James's birthday special? What's in the box, sex toys? Hell yeah, birthday celebrations are awesome. I'm not sure he would appreciate a big thing. What's in the box? He laughs. You wish. Actually, that would have been awesome. I'd love to have seen his face. Maybe next year. But you'll see soon. You and Dan walk into the room together. James is sitting on the couch studying some papers. Liz and Liz are talking to some guy on the side of the room, otherwise full of people you don't know. Dan clears his throat and everyone looks at him. Oh no, Dan. I just wanted to wish a very happy early birthday to Jameson. He opens the box and pulls out some party hats and party blowers, tossing them to people. Peanut-shaped blowers! The room is soon filled with the sound of people blowing their blowers. James looks like he's trying to disappear into the couch. There's also a cake. Oh god. Is that gonna be a phallic cake? I have a feeling it's gonna be a phallic cake. He pulls out a cake that appears to have an edible photo across the top featuring a shirtless Ryan Gosling. Dorian Madeline, I am now disappointed with my birthday cookie. This, notes for next year, this. So come and get some of that. And completely unrelated to everything, here's a card for Elliot. He pulls an oversized get well soon card out of a box and sets it on a table nearby. It'd be great if everyone could sign it. I'll also take donations to buy him a giant stuffed penis or something. You sit with Dan on an empty couch. Well, that went well. James seems to be politely brushing off people wishing him a happy birthday. Dan laughs. I'll cut him a piece of cake with the chest. Liz calls the meeting to order and proceeds uneventfully. Soon it's over and most of the people file. Don't forget to sign the card. He plops down next to James, and you sit on James's other side. The Liz's sit on the arms of the couch. So how was your birthday celebration? Unnecessary. Come on, James. Dan went through all this trouble for you. Thank you for thinking of me. Give him a break, guys. You knew he wouldn't want a big thing, and you did it anyways. He's not going to thank you for it. James shrugs. I appreciate the effort. You don't have to be so diplomatic, James. Despite the execution. Good enough. She looks over at the cake. But I do kind of want some cake. I hope the crotch is left. Liz giggles. Dan grabs a slice for James, and Liz grabs slices for herself and Liz. So, I should probably get going. She looks at you and Dan. No sex. Relax, the condoms are gone. Uh-huh. Also, what you did for Elliot was really nice, but you probably shouldn't buy him a stuffed penis. Stuffed dolphin, then. That would be cute. Because you could totally do it with dolphins. Goodbye, Dan. She leaves and Liz slides down next to Dan, wrapping her arms around him. Isn't that true of most animals? Sexy times? Dan shrugs. Probably, although many of them probably wouldn't like it. I wonder what animal is the most phallic shaped. An anteater. Snake? I'm not sure that would be good to put in your butt, though. Well, excuse me, not all of us like things in our butts. Or your cooch. She shrugs. That's probably true. We turning you on, Jameson? James looks up from his papers, obviously trying to tune out the conversation. You want snakes in your butt? Liz G giggles and James returns to his papers without answering. Anyway, I should probably go too. They leave and you head back to your room, leaving James to his papers. You found party blower, shaped rather phallically. Adam is awake, sitting at his desk and working on a paper. He greets you as you enter. You sit at your own desk. You unlock your computer. Good morning. Homework now, but maybe games this afternoon? Let me know if you're interested. There's a knock at the door and you open it. Carlos walks in. Gooey duck clam is most phallic. What? What? What did I just read? Gooey duck clam? Hang on. Oh my goodness, it's a real thing. Oh my. It's a species of mollusk. Okay. Well, I'm glad I know that now. Hey, what's up? Carlos sits on your bed. It's too cold to run, and I didn't really know what else to do. You could do homework. Yeah, right. We're doing homework. Boring. Adam shrugs. Suit yourself. What's the point if I'm switching majors anyway? Carlos flops down on your bed. I think I'll take a nap. Adam sighs, and you can tell he's frustrated, but he doesn't say anything else. Adam's right now. What major are you thinking of switching to? Yeah, switching majors? It was what... It has what looks like a condom on it, too, that you have to remove to eat it. Nat, I am presently eating. Not sure if you realize that. Yeah, that's great. If you're not happy with bio, you should find something you are interested in. I guess. I don't really want to be here in the first place. Well, no, I want to have fun times with all of you, but I could do without the academic part. That's most of the point of college, dude. Disagree. Hard disagree. Yeah, I know, Chico. You spend the morning doing homework along with Adam while Carlos dozes off on your bed. Fairly productive. You found physics notes, page 7. Adam leaves and grabs sandwiches for the three of you around lunchtime. Carlos rouses himself to eat, standing against the wall by Adam's desk. Carlos taps on his cast. You're welcome. Thanks. I'm glad this is coming off tomorrow. I bet you'd forgotten you even had it. How could I? It gets in the way when I get dressed and stuff. You like the thought of an undressed Carlos. And it's been preventing me from swimming. I'll probably go along with you. Seems like a good chance to see how Elliot is doing. Still no change, I hear. Yeah, at least he's stable. I hope he's not too, brain damaged. Carlos stops chewing and stares at him. Wow, way to bring the whole room down, buddy. Dude, Chico. Adam shrugs. It's a likely outcome with that kind of head trauma. Carlos shakes his head. Even so, I don't want to hear that. Right. Sorry, I just get... Yeah, medicine is fascinating. Yeah, bodies and brains and blood and guts. Not quite like that, but yeah. Adam looks over at you. You'd make a good doctor, Patrick. At least this stuff doesn't seem to faze you. It does, though. I can't deal with blood, I guess. Bodies are fascinating, but code is more fascinating. We'll do bodies are fascinating, but code is more fascinating. Adam laughs. Indeed. Well, about the bodies anyway. You finish your sandwiches in silence. You found a collectible. Ham slices. Some scrapes of ham slices from a sandwich. So, afternoon plans? He looks at Carlos. More napping? No, now it's time to exercise. Naturally. What about you, Patrick? Running with Carlos sounds fun. I'm probably going to do more. Running with Carlos sounds fun. Adam shrugs. I'll probably hit the gym then. What happened to not exercising after eating? Weights aren't really the same. Uh-huh. They're not. Sure. Come on, Patrick. I have to go change at my room. I'll see you two later tonight, then. You figure you usually run into... You figure you usually run in your usual clothes anyway, so you follow Carlos out the door. You sit in the common room while Carlos heads upstairs to change. Some guys are playing Geometry Wars. You sit and watch them for a bit until Carlos comes down and grabs you. You walk outside onto campus. The air is a little chilly. It'll be warm in no time. But of course, you already knew that. You follow Carlos around campus. You find it easy to keep up with him now. You make it a few times around campus before Carlos stops. Patrick, I think it's too cold for this. How about Geometry Wars instead? The two of you run back to the frat house. You found campus map piece 4. Okay, so far we're only missing the map piece 1. So I wonder where we would have missed that. You spend the rest of the afternoon playing video games with him. It's generally a nice time. Soon, Carlos looks at the clock and declares it's dinner time. The two of you head back to your room to see if Adam is around. Adam's sitting at his desk reading a book and wearing headphones. He pulls them off as the two of you enter. Hey Chico, time for some food. Dinner? Pizza! Pineapple and jalapeno? You know it! The three of you head to the yard. It's crowded when you arrive, but you manage to get seated relatively quickly. Adam orders the pizza and salad for the table. Salad, Chico? It's healthy. Not gonna lie, I was debating having fruit salad like right before I started the stream, but we only have apples and bananas. Like, if we had some kind of berry, like grapes or something, then this would be an appropriate fruit salad. Aside from that, I'm just eating apples and bananas. It's just lettuce and tomatoes and onions and thousand calorie dressing. Oh, and 1,000 calorie dressing. Well, that comes on the side, so you can skip it. Who skips dressing on their salad? Adam shrugs. I just said you can. I don't know anyone who does either. So how was your day? Of boring studying? Pretty good. I went over the guide to rare diseases. I hated pathology. Why would you do that? Because it's interesting. You're not even taking any classes in epidemiology this semester. No, but you can in pathology, even if you're not in epidemiology. Well, I finished the work I had to do and figured I deserve a break. Chico, break is going to the gym and playing video games, not reading textbooks. Adam shrugs. Well, I find it interesting and enjoyable. Carlos shakes his head. I'll never understand you, Chico. The pizza arrives surprisingly quickly, and the three of you eat in a comfortable silence. Adam insists on getting the bill afterwards, and you wander into the cool night air. Well, I should be getting back. I'll see you tomorrow. At the hospital? I assume we'd walk over together? Sure, I'll come by in the morning then. Impatient? You have no idea. Carlos heads towards the house, and the two of you head back to your room. You found a tomato sticker. Sticker that looks like a slice of tomato. Adam settles into his desk again with the guide to diseases. Gross. Patrick, I think I screwed up my audition. Guess you're not there. Teacher's gone Monday, so they asked if I could do it today instead. Sorry, Tom's here. We'll talk tonight. Crazy Cat Lady 2588 has signed off. Guess she's not back yet. You browse the internet for a while until you see Janet appear. Hey. I got the part! You were worried for nothing. I know. It's a small part, but still. So excited. Congratulations. You talk to her for a while about life. Soon you decide it's time for bed and bid her good night. Sleep comes easily. Sunday, October 29th. You're woken up by a knock at the door. Adam rolls over and looks at his clock. It's not even light outside yet. That had better not be you, Carlos. You roll out of bed and open the door. Hey, Patrick. Adam groans from his bed. Dude, it's barely 6 a.m. But the hospital is open. But the doctor probably isn't in yet. You don't want a nurse to do it and slice off your arm, do you? Wait, does that actually happen? Adam rolls over in bed. As far as you know. No fair, Chico. Not all of us are doctory like you. Adam throws his pillow at him and curls up in his sheets. Sleep. We'll go in a bit. A short bit? The longer you keep me awake, the longer the bit will be. Carlos sighs and lays down on the floor with the pillow. Fine. You manage to fall asleep again pretty quickly. Still, Sunday, October 29th. You wake up again a few hours later. Carlos seems to be asleep on the floor. Adam's sitting at his desk reading. He notices you're awake and nods before returning to his book. Wake Carlos up, let him sleep. Let him sleep. You lie in bed staring at the ceiling. Eventually, Carlos makes a weird noise and then sits up. Chico, wake up, let's go! He looks over at Adam's empty bed, then Adam, who's trying to stifle a laugh. Haha, que divertido? I don't know Spanish. He stands and stretches. Let's get this thing off of me! Adam closes his book and sets it down. I've been meaning to go see Elliot anyway, so why not? Me sacas del juicio, chico. Dorian would be useful here. He speaks Spanish. He could tell me what is being said. Coming, Patrick? You quickly get dressed and follow them out the door. Carlos checks in and is directed to a waiting area that smells like rubbing alcohol. He takes a seat in a chair that looks like it was recently cleaned. Okay. I'm gonna do the BRB screen real quick. That way I can eat, because I only have like 4 fish sticks left, and they're starting to get cold. So. Alright, just like that, I'm back. Alright. Oop. Did I mess something up just now? Nope. Okay. Okay. Is this going to hurt, Chico? Like nothing you've ever experienced. Dude, they're removing a cast. But it involves power tools and blades and stuff. That can't cut your skin. If you're really worried, ask them to put a guard in first. Carlos shakes his head. You're going to be a terrible doctor. Hey, I haven't taken my oath yet. Carlos pats the seat next to him. Want to wait with me, Patrick? I'm probably going to go see Elliot. I think this might be one of the last times that we are able to go see Elliot, so I'm going to go do that. I think I'll go visit Elliot. Carlos nods. See you two later. See you two later. You walk with Adam to Elliot's room. You almost literally run into Dan, who's leaving the room. Patrick! He gives you a hug. And Adam! He gives Adam a hug too, who seems a little uncomfortable. Just dropped off the card and stuffed dolphin for him. No real change though. But I guess that's kind of a good thing? He shrugs. Anyways, I have to get going. Dan continues down the hallway and the two of you enter the room. There's a bright pink stuffed dolphin on the table along with a large oversized card and a glittery get well soon balloon. Well, that was nice at least. That's one weirdly colored dolphin though. You stand at his bedside looking at him. He looks a little better, although it's hard to tell with all the tubes sticking out of his face. Excuse me, I had a sneeze. Adam studies the screen with his vitals for a bit. Some movement catches your attention. I will probably end up having one more. The movement catches your attention and you notice Elliot's hand move. When you look up at his face again, his eyes are open and he's looking at you. I am magic. I have healed. I have healed him. You look over at Adam, who seems to be studying some writing on the whiteboard. He hasn't seemed to notice. Elliot? His eyes look at you, and you see a glimmer of recognition in them. Adam comes up behind you and stops. Patrick. Elliot looks at him. Excuse me? He searches around the bed before finding what looks like a remote, pushing a button on it. A light goes on the wall, and a chime sounds. A nurse soon rushes in, looking like she's ready to lecture you on messing with the equipment. I think he's awake. Thank you, Madeline. The two of you are pushing to one side as a large gaggle of nurses files into the room, and surround his bed. I'm gonna go find Carlos. He leaves and you watch as the nurses prod and poke him, chattering excitedly. Elliot seems to have fallen asleep again, but he's clearly conscious this time. Robert's student ID. Why do we have Robert's ID? Robert Earl Pennington III, in a fancy leather ID case. Of course it is. Adam soon returns with Carlos, sans cast, with the two of them squeezing in next to you over the protests of the other nurses. Elliot opens his eyes again, looking at the three of you. Dude! Carlos waves at him and Elliot raises his head briefly as if trying to nod. You hear that his parents have been contacted but are secretly thankful that they're not here yet. Soon, the bustle subsides and a lone nurse remains performing some more basic tests. Elliot keeps trying to speak, but she shushes him and tells him they'll need to take the breathing tube out first. Three of you crowd. I just thought about that, trying to have your vocal cords like slam against a plastic tube. Ugh. And because it was in my head, I needed to vocalize it, so now it's in yours. The three of you crowd around the chair by his bed. Elliot, dude! Do you know who I am? Elliot focuses on Adam, brow furrowed. Then he nods, trying to speak again before giving up. Adam points to Carlos. You know who this is? Elliot nods again, the look on his face almost hurtful this time. Are you in pain? Elliot shakes his head, remaining fixated on Carlos. The nurse pushes you out of the room, saying that Elliot has to rest. Three of you stand in the hallway, peering into the room. Elliot seems to have fallen asleep again. Dude, he hates me. What? Why would you say that? You saw the look on his face. I'm the reason he got beaten up. Dude, Robert's the reason he got beaten up. Carlos slides down the wall, sitting on the floor. I wish we had gone to the frat house that night, because I want to know what happened. You and Adam sit on either side of him. He was defending me. Dude. He was defending me because he knew I had a crush on him. What? Dude, wait, what? There is silence. Carlos stares at the floor. I'm gay, Chico. Then he laughs. I can't believe it, I just did that. Adam just stares at him. Carlos shakes his head. I knew you hate me. No. He's angry now. Carlos, don't you dare say that. Don't you ever dare say that I hate you. Don't you ever dare think that I hate you. You're like a brother to me. You're my best friend. I love you. He sighs, leaning back against the wall. I'm, hurt, I guess, that you didn't tell me sooner. Don't make that about you. I hate when people, have responses like that. Don't make that about you. It's not exactly something I've told anyone before. The expression on Adam's face softens. Dude, you feel like an awkward third wheel. You know I know that Patrick's gay. You know I don't care. I know, He shakes his head. I don't know. He looks at you. You know what it's like, Patrick. Yeah, I do. But he's told you now, Adam. I mean, both of these are correct. I don't think it matters one way or the other. Yeah, I do. Adam sighs. You're right. I guess I just couldn't understand. But, glad you told me now. He puts his hand on Carlos's shoulders, turning him toward him. But dude, I don't care. It doesn't matter. He pulls him into a hug. Carlos is crying now. You're still my best friend. And I'm sorry about Elliot. A quick shuffle of footsteps catches your attention, and Elliot's parents walk past you into the room. You notice the look of disapproval they give Carlos and Adam. Carlos forces Adam's arm off him and leans back against the wall again, sniffling. Did you see that? See what? The way they looked at us. Carlos shakes his head. That's how my parents would look at me if they knew. Dude. Don't dude me, Chico. You don't know what it's like. It's easy for you, Mr. California. You're straight and it wouldn't matter if you weren't. It's fair. That's a fair one. Adam is silent, looking between the two of you. Carlos sighs. Stuffed rainbow dolphin. A small rainbow-colored stuffed dolphin. My cast is off, let's go. Elliot needs to rest anyway, right? Adam nods wordlessly, standing. The two of you follow him down the hall and back to campus. I'm going swimming. It's like 5 degrees out. So call me an ambulance and treat me for hypothermia. I'm coming with you, dude. Fine. You feel like Carlos could probably use some company right now as well. Me too. The three of you head to the pool. You and Adam sit on a bench by the water while Carlos slips into the locker room to get changed. The pool, unsurprisingly, is completely deserted. Sorry I keep dwelling on this, but I'm still kind of, in disbelief? He looks at you. Did you know? You shake your head. Although I wish I'd had a chance with him. Adam sighs. I guess it's irrational for me to feel hurt. I know this is a lot tougher on him than me, but still. Damn him for keeping it inside. I feel like I could have, I don't know, helped him. Carlos's coming out is not your decision. It's not up to you. I'm sure he would have reached out to you if he felt like he needed to. I'm pretty sure you couldn't have helped him with this. Okay. This one's kind of hard because it's like all of these are slightly different approaches at kind of the same thing. But I'm probably going to do the top one, which I know is a little harsh, but it's what I was just saying about, like, don't make this about you. Like, someone else is coming out, someone else feeling comfortable. Like, coming out is not a thing where it's about someone's level of comfort with you. It's their level of comfort with themselves and with the world around them and with all the people around them. There's so many moving parts to it for a lot of people, especially in kind of situations like Carlos's, where, like, he does come from a family where they probably won't understand. Like, he's in a completely new surrounding, being in college, which can sometimes be good and sometimes not, and very off-putting. It's a lot of, like, uneven ground. Like, I'm out, but I know that there's certain, like, settings or people or times when I'm just around where, like, I don't correct people if they talk about me having a girlfriend, or I just don't bring up anything about, like, romantic relationships, or, like, respond to, like, risky comments or whatever. So, yeah, top decision. Adam nods. I know, you're right, but still. Carlos reappears in swim trunks. It's going to be so great to swim again. It is really cold, though. He dives into the water and reemerges, shivering. Dude, you can swim next semester. Or if we have a warm day this year. No, I've waited too long for this. You and Adam sit and watch Carlos swim. He seems to be having trouble. Are you okay? Arm isn't working the way I want it to. You just had a cast on it for a month. Of course it's not going to work properly. Carlos climbs out of the pool, holding himself and shivering. You try not to stare. Adam throws him his towel and he quickly runs back into the locker room. Adam sighs. Well, that was a thing. Let's go wait inside. It's kind of chilly out. Oh my. You enter the locker room to see Carlos is slipping out of his swim trunks. You force your gaze away, but not before catching a glimpse of his bits. You find the sight more arousing than you should. Why than you should? I really need to get laid. You sit with Adam on an empty bench. Carlos sits next to you on the bench, fully dressed. I guess that didn't turn out so great. He laughs. Nothing this morning's turned out so great. Elliot's awake, right? That's great. I guess. Let's go grab some lunch. It's about lunchtime. Burgers? Whatever. Found a collectible. Rainbow Speedo. Small rainbow-colored piece of cloth that claims to be swimwear. That claims to be swimwear. The fries are rainbow sherbet. Sherbet. Carlos stares at them but doesn't comment. The three of you grab burgers and take them to the student center to eat. None of you get the fries. Lunch is an awkward, silent affair. Adam sighs and puts down his burger. Okay, we need to talk. Even if I can't understand, we need to talk. Carlos continues chewing his burger, looking at Adam. Look, dude, I really don't care that you're gay. Carlos winces. But you have to tell us what's bothering you. Is it Elliot? Is it his parents? Is it your parents? Carlos chews in silence, still looking at Adam. Maybe back up a bit, dude. Adam sighs and picks up his burger again. Yes? Adam puts down his burger and looks at him. Yes, your parents? Carlos nods. Dude. He puts his hand on Carlos, who jerks it away. I'm sorry. Carlos shakes his head. I just wish I could tell them. Why can't you? Carlos looks at him and laughs. Chico, you're serious, aren't you? They would disown me, at best. They're your parents. They love you. Watch it, dude. Carlos shakes his head. You don't understand. Homosexuality isn't a thing. I mean, it's a thing and people whisper about it, but no one really talks about it. He shakes his head. You've met my mother, Chico. You really think she would be okay with this? Adam chews his burger in silence. Yeah, exactly. Carlos sighs. It's not your fault, Chico. I mean, obviously it's not your fault. And I know you mean well, and I'm glad you're here for me, but I don't think this is something anyone can help with. Adam nods. Well, I'm always here in whatever way I can be, dude. I know. Thanks, Chico. I'll get over this again. I just... He shakes his head. You didn't see the way his parents looked at us. Maybe they thought we were being a nuisance in the hallway. Carlos laughs. Yeah, a nuisance, because they thought we were a couple. Carlos. That's all they think I am. Carlos, dude, you're overreacting. Am I? Yes. They stare at each other in silence for a bit. I need to go. Carlos. I need to go swim. I'll come with you. No. Carlos. Wow. Chill, phone. I need to be alone right now. Adam stares at him for a while. Fine, just be safe. I'm not gonna go bang some guy in a back alley, Chico. That's not what I'll be fine. Just come by later. Fine. Carlos, come by later. Fine. Carlos. I said fine, Chico. What else do you want me to say? Okay, fine. Go swim. Carlos grabs his coat and storms out. Adam watches us go, looking more hurt than you've ever seen him. Follow Carlos. Stay with Adam. I want to stay with Adam because he needs a friend, but Carlos could get really hurt if he, actually is planning on going and swimming with a mending arm in October. I'm just gonna... Adam nods as you grab your coat. I feel like he would understand, if Carlos doesn't want him around, he still needs someone there. Both for safety, but also I might be a more safe person to talk to because I'm not quite his best friend, but we know each other and we have this connection over coming out and... Thanks, Patrick. Yeah, see, he appreciates it. You follow Carlos's footsteps out of the student center. You manage to catch up with him halfway across the grassy area. He looks at you, seemingly unsurprised you're following him. He doesn't seem to object, so you walk with him to the pool, where he sits on a bench. Oh. So this makes me think, I appreciate good friends. Everyone appreciates, those real, true good friends. This makes me think of Sex and the City. There's an episode where Charlotte is having a difficult time with the fact that she can't get pregnant, and she sees Miranda out on the street and tries to turn around and walk away from her, and Miranda's like, did you just try and avoid me on the street? And Charlotte eventually is like, yeah, I was, because I'm having a difficult time right now and I don't want to talk to you and I don't know what to do about any of this, so I just need to be alone. And Miranda is like, well, do you need to talk? And Charlotte just says no. And Miranda's like, okay, but I'm just gonna walk this way then. A few steps behind you. And if at any point you change your mind, just turn around. And Miranda just follows her all the way home, in spite of the fact that Charlotte never turns around. But I'm like, that is like this level of good friendship where it's like just knowing someone's gonna be there in case you need to turn around. Like, He doesn't seem to object, so you walk with him to the pool where he sits on a bench. You sit next to him. Neither of you speak for a while. I hate my life. You look at him and he's crying. I never wanted to be here in the first place. My parents made me come. There have been good things, I guess. Like Adam. Damn him. He looks over at you. And you, Patrick. He turns away again, staring at the ground. I hate my life. I hate my major. I hate all the women I've slept with. I hate myself for sleeping with them. I hate myself for this thing. He grows silent, wiping away tears with his coat. Life isn't always easy, especially for us. You shouldn't hate yourself. Life is what you make of it. Do we quote Hannah Montana? Life isn't always easy, especially for us. I don't... The especially for us bit is what gets me with that, because, like, yeah, there are certain extra challenges that come with being gay in the world. And, like, I wish it wasn't that way, but it is true. In the same way that, like, life has different challenges if you're a woman, and life has different challenges if you're a person of color. Like, you shouldn't hate yourself. Like, that's easy to say. The practice of it is different. So we gotta go with Hannah Montana here. He sniffles, blowing his nose into his hand and wiping it on his pants. Then he laughs. Then tell me, Patrick. Tell me how I make myself straight. Because I sure as hell have tried. I hate being gay. You shouldn't. I hate being gay too. Things would be easier if I was straight. I also don't know how these would go, picking these options. Like, you shouldn't is the safe option. I'm probably going to go with that. I hate being gay too. I mean, it's a commiserate statement. And definitely, like, at multiple points, anybody in the LGBT has felt that. Like, there is a profound, like, internal homophobia, transphobia, like, wherever you land on the spectrum, there is this internal part of you that is taught to dislike it, and then to know that you can't get away from it, and that your life is going to, in fact, be harder. It does suck. Things would be easier if I was straight, which is just a factual statement. Maybe I don't play it safe. Things would be easier if I was straight, but I think the reason that that's bold-faced is A, the inflection on it, but also, like, but we're not. So what do we do from that point? That's what I'm gonna really hope this is. He laughs again. Understatement of the year. I don't even know if it's just my parents. Would it really make a difference if they didn't care? Why should it make a difference? Why should they give a shit about them anyway? Why should I give a shit about them anyway? Why should I care about anyone? Because they care about you. Because Adam cares about you. Because I care about you. Because the only lasting thing in life is your relationships. I don't know. Because people care about you. We owe it to each other to continue to care. He scoffs at this. Yeah, right. I mean, I know you're right, but still, you're right. You're being selfish. Adam is worried about you. I'm worried about you. Stop being such a baby. Life is hard, but that doesn't mean you give up on everyone. Yeah, stop being a baby. He shrugs. I'm not giving up. Just, I don't know what to do. Then he's crying again, bawling, and you're holding him against you. It feels like forever before the tears stop it, and he's shaking, or maybe shivering. You're suddenly extremely aware of the cold. Carlos shakes his head and stands, looking unsteady on his feet. Let's go inside, Patrick. It's too cold here. Unsure of where else to go, you walk back to your room. He doesn't seem to object. Green towel. A green beach towel. Adam jumps to his feet as you enter. But Patrick, how? Carlos? Dude! Carlos stumbles over to Adam's bed and falls into it. Adam stands next to him and cautiously rubs his back. Carlos, dude. Feeling like you're intruding, you leave the two of them to talk and head to a computer lab to try and get some work done. You spend the rest of the afternoon writing code, because I can't think of a better way to hone all of your, like, brain capacity. At least it's something that makes sense to you. Okay, that's fair, I guess. After a while, your stomach tells you it's dinner time. You grab a sandwich and head back to your room. Neither Adam nor Carlos are there when you return. You unlock your computer. Hey, how was your day? Oh, Janet. Damn it, Janet. I have so much to tell you. Not good. Uh-oh. You tell her about your day and about Carlos. Patrick, I'm sorry. I'm glad you were there for him. I feel like I made things worse. I'm sure that's not true. And Adam will make sure he's okay. Yeah. You talk to Janet for a bit until Adam walks back in. Hey, Patrick. Carlos is fine now. He shakes his head. I think everything just hit him at once, and he just freaked out. Not that I can really blame him. He sits at his desk. I'll check on him tomorrow. Adam grabs a textbook and starts reading, and you return to your computer. You're stuck with the realization that Dan doesn't know about Elliot yet. Oh, shirt balls, that's right. Oh, yeah. Oops. Hey! Hey! Too late for sexy time. Elliot woke up today. Is he okay? We think he recognizes us. Patrick, that's the best news I've had all day. Thanks, we'll visit him tomorrow. Hopefully he likes the dolphin. You return to your conversation with Janet. Soon you decide it's time for bed. You lie in bed for a while, unable to fall asleep, even after Adam turns in, and you listen to his soft snoring. Despite Elliot waking up, you still feel like the day didn't go the way anyone wanted it to. Monday, October 30th. Halloween is tomorrow. This is probably the last week that we're going to get through. Excuse my nose. Just for the fact that, like, A, I'm really hot. We all knew that. B, it does not look like we have an end in sight yet. Hi. I said I was hot and Draco just opened my door. But yeah, I also want to go spend some time with Matt and Dorian before everybody has to go to bed. I also want another snack. So yeah, I think this is going to be our last week. Monday, October 30th. The next couple of weeks... Oh, never mind. This is going to be our last couple of weeks. Proceed without incident. Carlos seems to be back to his normal self. You can tell Adam still worries about him, but Carlos seems to understand and starts spending afternoons in your room doing homework. You can tell that Adam approves of that part, at least. The two of you also have some awkward conversations about sexuality. You're pretty new to the whole thing yourself, but you think it really helps him. Adam and Carlos visit Elliot in the hospital again and report he's doing much better. Other than a few lapses in memory and loss of sight in one eye, Adam says he seems to be recovering fine. You think Carlos seems especially glad about this. Adam murmurs to you that his recovery is unbelievable and Carlos hits him. After a couple of weeks, he's released and his parents take him back home to North Carolina. He promises to keep in touch with everyone. Nick and Hannah seem to have some sort of fight, and the next game night is awkward. You play Lost Cities with Hannah while Nick and Jake play Thurn and Taxis. You can tell it bothers Jake, but neither of you are really sure how you can help Hannah and Nick. Fortunately, they seem to work things out, and things are better by the next time board games happen. I feel like these are all just like different paths that are like, you didn't have the option to like save or hinder this, so we'll just like wrap it up real quick. Neither of them want to talk about it though. Things are mostly back to normal after that, and you spend many evenings playing games and DDR and doing homework with the group. In contrast, Nate and Jake seem to be getting along really well. Nate doesn't join for board games, but he sometimes joins the group for homework. You find out he's a business major, and Nick teases him incessantly about it. You also notice Jake gets more comfortable with public displays of affection. Hannah notices it too, and you talk about how happy the two of them seem together. It actually makes you kind of jealous. You manage to talk to James a few times, but he seems to be busy at rehearsal as rehearsals ramp up. You see Dan around, but don't bother to otherwise interact with him. You don't manage to make it to any Q&A meetings either. You think you finally learned to sleep in on Saturdays. Janet talks to you excitedly about the place she's going to be in. Unfortunately, her hectic schedule becomes even busier as rehearsals begin. You think it gives you a better understanding of why James is busy all the time. She tells you she feels like she isn't spending enough time with Tom. You study for and then take some exams. You do decently on them, but feel you could have studied a bit more. You talk to your parents a couple of times. Your mom tells you she worries about you and wishes you had a boyfriend. Your dad tells you to concentrate on your studies instead. You find yourself agreeing with your mom for once. Before you knew it, November is half over. Oh my goodness. Okay, maybe we will just finish this out. Because I feel like it's going to end at Christmas break. You're woken up early Sunday morning by a knock on the door. Adam groans and rolls over in his bed. You reluctantly roll out of bed and get the door. Hey, Patrick. Get up, Chico. It's weirdly warm out. We're going swimming. Adam peers at his alarm clock, looking half asleep. Dude, it's 8 a.m. We can get breakfast too. I hate you. Of course you do. He grabs Adam's leg and tries to pull him off the bed. Dude, fine, I'm up. He sits up and rubs his eyes groggily. Carlos throws some clothes at him. Get dressed, let's go. Adam benches the pants and looks at them. Dude, these are Patrick's pants. Yeah, kind of story of my life, never really knowing where my pants are. Well, I don't know. You leave your clothes everywhere, so the odds were good. Adam grabs some of his own clothes and gets dressed. You do the same. I still hate you. You can hate me over pancakes. You grab a swimsuit and your bag, and the three of you head to the yard. So, pancakes? Chico, you're really out of it today. It's too early. What, were you up really late last night? I guess. I got into my book and didn't want to stop reading. See, Adam is so good. Ugh, but he is straight. Wasn't expecting to be woken up for breakfast at 8. What, 101 industrial accidents and their medical outcomes? Aha, no, just some book on ancient Greek medicine. It's interesting how much they knew, actually. I'm sure. I'm not sure that's any better, Chico. Eggs, sausage, and bacon? Whatever. Carlos orders the pizza and Adam looks like he's about to fall asleep at the table. So, Thanksgiving's coming soon, Patrick. Any plans? We should all hang out, unless you're going home, Patrick. I'm not going home, although I kind of wish I was. I miss my parents. I'm not going home. That sounds like a plan. That one, because I don't do the parent thing. This run is as close to, like, me as possible, and I don't do the parent thing. Great, we can go to the house. We'll have some turkey and some of that weird cranberry stuff. Cranberry sauce? I'm not sure it's sauce as much as Jell-O. Dude, the stuff in the house is always fresh made. Yeah, but that stuff comes in a can at best. Adam shakes his head. I'm glad you seem to be doing well, though, Patrick. Being away from home for the first time is tough. Especially so when you're so far away and can't really go back very often. Carlos shrugs. I'm the furthest. You also don't go home except for summer break. This is true. I'm glad it's break time soon, though. You always take any excuse you can to not do work. Of course, who doesn't? Other than crazy people like you. Adam yawns again and shakes his head. I'm going back to sleep after this. No, we have to go swim, Chico. I didn't bring my swimsuit. So swim naked. Yeah, I'm sure the university would just love that. So go get them, or swim in your underwear. Adam sighs. I guess I could do that. There probably won't be many people around. I mean, and most men's underwear actually looks like swimsuits now. Yeah, no. He yawns again and looks around. I hope the food comes soon. The pancake pizza does come out shortly afterwards, and the three of you dig in. Carlos asks for some jalapeno and sprinkles them on his... Okay, my brain was not letting me read that. Also, my eyes are failing me. Carlos asks for some jalapenos and sprinkle them on his slices. Adam seems to perk up a bit after eating. Carlos insists on getting the bill when you finish. You look better already, Chico. I'll look better when I've slept more, had a shower. Swimming is like taking a bath, right? No. Not unless you regularly bathe in chlorine and bacteria. Isn't that what the chlorine is for? Yeah, but it's still there and it doesn't kill everything. I did not need to know that. The three of you head to the pool. The locker room is deserted. I think it's still rather cold for swimming. Well, it's warmer than last time I tried to swim. I'm not sure that's difficult. Carlos quickly gets changed. You try your best not to watch. Adam sighs and strips down to his underwear. This is still weird, but I guess it works. The three of you head out of the pool. Carlos jumps into the pool. The spool. Carlos jumps into the pool, splashing Adam and resurfacing happily. This isn't so bad. Dude, the water is freezing. We should have come later once it's warmer up once it warms up a bit. We'll warm ourselves up by swimming. Adam shakes his head and slowly immerses himself in the water. You follow him and find that you agree with him. This feels so good. I think I'm used to my arm again. You swim a couple laps while you and Adam tread water. Come on, Chico, Patrick, let's race! Adam sighs, and the three of you swim a couple laps together. Carlos beats both of you. Slowpokes. I'm surprised I can swim at all right now. Patrick wasn't far behind you, though. Carlos swims over to Adam and pokes him. Come on, Chico, you can do better than that. Probably, but I kind of just want to swim a bit, then go to sleep. Let's race again, Patrick. You do a few more laps with Carlos. It's nice to see him so happy again, even if he keeps beating you. You and Adam sit at the steps of the shallow end afterward, watching Carlos swim. Okay, this is actually pretty nice. Actually, it's really nice to see Carlos like this. I wasn't sure he was entirely over the hospital stuff. I'm glad he has a friend like you. I'm glad that he's happy too. I'm glad he has a friend like you. Aw, thanks, Patrick. I try, but I'm not sure how much it helps. At least he seems, happier having come out. Carlos swims over to you, squeezing in between the two of you and throwing an arm over each of your shoulders. Talking about me? Nah, just getting it on. You're missing out. Carlos laughs. Okay, I know you're kidding, but actually that would be pretty great. You two are kind of perfect for each other, except the entire not liking dudes thing, Chico. I haven't gotten laid in a while, though. Carlos laughs. Dude, what now? I thought you hated talking about sex or whatever. Adam shrugs. Well, I'm sure the guys at the house could find you an entire harem of beautiful women. I know a few myself if you want some, numbers. Adam shakes his head. I don't know. I've never really been into random hookups. Except after Nicole broke up with you. Well, sure, but I don't exactly look back on that with pride. Carlos laughs. I look back at my sexual escapades with pride, even if they were with women. That's kind of demeaning, dude. Well, they didn't seem to care. It's just sex, right? Everyone's happy and they never have to see each other again. Yeah, I don't think that's for me. We need to find you a girlfriend, Chico. I really just need to concentrate on my studies. You concentrate too much on your studies. We'll find you someone. Adam shrugs. Thanks. Anyways, sorry to bring down the mood here. Let's go again? That's the spirit. The three of you swim another few laps. Soon Adam declares he's getting pruny, and the three of you head back to the locker room. Well, I have to give it to you, dude. That was actually pretty nice. Except now my underwear is wet. Go Commando! Adam shrugs and dries himself off before pulling off his underwear and pulling on his pants. This feels weird, dude. Then don't forget your swimsuit next time. Lunch? I'm gonna go shower and sleep. You're at a pool. They have showers. You're choosing to go to your dorm and use your dormitory showers rather than using the showers at the pool that you know is empty. Not that it's like a privacy issue, but like when it's empty, it's like having a giant bathroom all to yourself. And instead you put your... Okay, more power to you. You do you, dude. Fine, be that way. Patrick wants lunch though, right? I was gonna grab something quick and do homework. Lunch sounds good. Didn't have any plans for today. Great. Let's see what's on the menu at the house today. I'll catch you two later. You and Carlos head to the frat house. You found Carlos's swim trunks. Carlos's swimsuit is black and red. You follow Carlos and get in line for food. It looks like lunch is roast chicken and vegetables today. You should come eat here more often, Patrick. Or hey, you can join the frat. I need more littles. I forgot. Yeah, that's a thing. That's, yeah. People that, like, come in under certain brothers are their littles. You're pretty sure the frat is not for you, but you do enjoy spending time with Carlos. You grab food and follow Carlos to find a table. Steve spots you and waves the two of you over. Hey, Carlos, Patrick. This looks good today. Yeah, I think they ordered too much chicken, though, so I expect we'll have chicken every meal for the next few days. Carlos laughs. This seems to happen remarkably often. At least it's not potatoes this time. The food is really good. You find you always miss the food here after returning to campus dining. So, been talking to Elliot? Yeah, we've been emailing. He seems to be doing well. Yeah, is that all? Carlos looks at him strangely. Yes? Why? He just, Steve shakes his head. Never mind, it's nothing important. I hope he returns at some point, maybe next year. Steve sighs and shakes his head. Apparently he had some issues recently. Carlos puts his fork down. Dude, he didn't tell me anything. Been having seizures or something. Dude! So I think they want to keep him home and around easy access to medical care for a while. That's unfortunate. He made it sound like everything was great. He didn't want to worry you, I guess. Why would that matter? Steve laughs. Because he still has a crush on you. I think he's holding on to hope that he can come back. Maybe you shouldn't have told me this, dude. If he didn't, clearly he has a reason. Maybe. So, no Adam? He went back to bed after I dragged him to the pool. I haven't been seeing him around much lately. He's been busy, I guess. He's always been busy. But he's always made time to come by the house before. I don't know, dude. We're gonna have to ask him. I would if I ever saw him anymore. Steve shrugs. Sorry, I'm such great company today. It's just been a bunch of bad news recently. Well, how are things with you and Jessie? She dumped me yesterday. Oh. I'm sorry. As I said, bad news. You finished the meal in silence. I should probably get going. Have a nice afternoon, eh? He heads out and Carlos shakes his head. That guy is not having a good week. He sighs. I wish Elliot would tell me these things, though. It's weird, you know? Anyway, wanna play some video games? I just got the new Guitar Hero that just came out. Oh my god, because it's 2006. That's right. You follow Carlos to the common room and spend the afternoon playing a plastic guitar with him. Yep, and that was a whole thing. That was a whole thing for all of 2006. It's harder than it looks. You found Guitar Hero Guitar, a plastic Guitar Hero for the PlayStation 2. Soon it's late and Adam walks into the room. Oh hey, I didn't realize we'd gotten Guitar Hero. Hey, Sleeping Beauty, have a nice nap? Ah, yes, I got a lot of homework done. I got a lot done too. Hit a lot of notes and helped wear out this guitar. Sounds extremely productive. Come on, it's probably about time for dinner. I assume that's why you're here. The three of you head to the dining room and get in line. Oh, Steve was asking about you earlier. Oh? He was commenting on how he never sees you around anymore. Adam shrugs. I've been busy. That's what I said. I don't know. I guess this whole frat thing isn't what I expected it to be. Carlos looks at him strangely. What do you mean? I don't know. It was a lot of fun last year, hanging out with you and the guys and all. Ooh. My headphones just died. And they startled the ever-loving heck out of me. Oh my goodness. Hang on, I can't hear the game anymore, but that doesn't mean you guys don't have to go without the game. Okay, there we go. And don't get me wrong, that's still awesome. But I guess sometimes I'm glad I'm not living here. It's nice to have some peace and quiet, too. I guess I'm just feeling less of a need to meet people this year. We hang out a lot, Patrick is around. Well, you always seem to be a lot more serious about your studies this year. And that's saying something, Chico, because you already used to study all the time. I don't know. Hey, that's fine. To be honest, I kinda joined the frat because of the chicks. But you... Well, I guess I was hoping I could, sleep my way to being straight or something. Dude. And even though I still really enjoy living here, I guess I can see where you're coming from. The food is kinda awesome, though. Indeed. Dinner seems to be chicken drumsticks, peas, and potato salad. Chicken again, hey Patrick. What, did the chef misorder again? Apparently. At least it's not potatoes. Well, there's potato salad. Who says it's not both? You grab a bit of everything and find a table with Adam and Carlos. Have you talked to Elliot, Chico? Yes. Why? Haven't you been talking? Yes, and he says he's doing great. So he's doing great, isn't that good? Uh-huh. Except he's not, is he? Dude, if you have questions about him, maybe you should ask him. Steve said he was having seizures. Adam puts down his fork. Why would he not tell me, Chico? I will point out that seizures after traumatic brain injuries are not uncommon, so it doesn't necessarily mean anything. That's not the point. I don't know, maybe he doesn't want to worry you. He doesn't seem to care about worrying you and Steve. I don't know, dude. Take that up with him. Do you think he still has a crush on me? Dude, again, you should ask him that. Carlos sighs. It's weird, you know? Like if Robert hadn't tried to kill him, we might be a thing right now. Adam puts his hand on Carlos's arm. Dude, I'm sorry, but we don't know that he isn't going to be totally fine and come back. I guess. Carlos laughs. Now I'm the one making the meal all depressing. But thanks, Chico. You finish your meal and Adam decides to go do more work over Carlos's protests. I'll see you tomorrow, dude. We'll play some Guitar Hero then. Fine, go off and make sweet love to your textbooks. That sounds, strange. And likely painful. See you tomorrow too, Patrick? You and Adam head back to your room. You spend the rest of the evening doing homework with Adam. It's fairly productive. Monday, November 20th. That is probably going to be, this is going to be where we're going to call it for tonight. Partially because my headphones went out, so I can't hear the game anymore. And the music does kind of help a little bit. It helps me know, like, the dramatic tone. But yeah, also, it is almost 10 o'clock at night. I still want to spend a little bit of time with Dorian and Mad. And I've been going for about 4 hours. I still can't believe that this game is not done. It said that it would take, like, 2-3 hours to finish this game. So I think there is, like, a path that you could take. It's probably going to the Q&A meetings immediately and just hooking up with Dan. But, yeah, so I guess this is going to be next Tuesday's game again. So I'm really glad that I chose it, though. It's very entertaining. It's very fun. Yeah, so, closing remarks. Like I said, the Elusive Mad was part of the early creator program for Nightingale. Her and Idorios I collabed and streamed together earlier today. Go ahead and check out their channels. The game looks really, really interesting. It's very fun. The Elusive Mad already has some videos out about it because obviously she was part of the early release. I know she has more content coming out with that. Tomorrow I have short coming out at 4 o'clock Eastern time. I'll be back streaming Thursday at roughly 6 o'clock. It should be Error 143, which is a game that we just cannot seem to play on this channel. I have moved it 3 times already. But yeah, and then Friday, got another short coming out. I have my normal videos on Saturday and Sunday, and that will cancel out our week. So yeah, so like I said, tomorrow you guys will see me at 4 o'clock with a short, and then I will see you guys back here Thursday at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So yeah, with that, I will see you guys next time. Bye!